audio. In audio. In audio. In audio.
Hello, hello everyone. Good morning. Real quick, toss in this.
In audio.
I totally blanked out.
In audio.
Go. Yeah, so this is probably a weird one, seeing just a straight desktop, but we're just gonna do something chill and easy. Not, no crazy hell divers. Yeah, this is not gonna be anything intense. I'm just
In audio.
off travel and gonna be traveling again this week, so just gonna do some world building work.
In audio.
Also, I apologize for the fact that this music like keeps saying the same word over and over again. I don't know why it's doing that. I have the license for this stuff, and I'm incredibly confused why that's happening. No, I am gonna see if I can switch it for something else. Hello, Nexus. Welcome in. Hmm. Oop, that's... No, I don't want something aggressive. This is supposed to be easy and simple. Hello there, Atlas. Yes, I must hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate, Nexus. I am doing alright, Atlas. Can't complain. Was having some computer issues earlier, so that is why I am over an hour late than when I had planned to start the stream. It would not connect to my monitors, which was interesting. How are you? A little loud. There we go. Let me know if the music's too loud, and I'll change it around. Fair enough, Atlas. Hope you have a good nap. Get that good sleepy piece. going to real fast yoink this across the screen. Do not look. So I should probably give like the smallest of a explanation of what's going on. So in galaxy morphology, you might notice, or well, so this is the Hubble Devaculars diagram. It's a kind of simple, kind of complex classification system. I mean, simple in that, you know, it's right there, but tough in that, like, you get into like the lenticulars, it's a little difficult to tell, and ellipticals, the numbers means what angle it's coming at, and there's always the chance that like an E7 is really lenticular. It's just tough to tell. And so, and a lot of these values are subjective. They've been getting better at making it less subjective, but still fairly subjective. So I'm currently just in the process of working on just kind of working on it, and we're going to I've got a massive spreadsheet of just different things, so slowly we're going to be just working through this and making here you can see that wondrous spreadsheet I just briefly mentioned. Ignore all this should be blacked out. I just have it for show, and I'm adding new things because I delved deeper into the ring galaxy shenanigans, which a ringed galaxy looks like this. This is Hoag's object, the classic ringed galaxy, and in the middle of it is another ring galaxy. So this is like the classic case. But you know, if you start off with just the classic case, you then suddenly learn about where is it? I've got the galaxy somewhere around here. Here it is. So this is NGC 6782. We're very creative in giving these things names. And you will notice it's a spiral galaxy. Here's its spirals. There's a ring right here. There's a bar right here. There's a bar right here at a slightly different angle. There's a second ring here. Now, you can kind of vaguely see it in this image, but the arms continue past that ring. Well, we come out to the legacy survey, and you will notice that the arms do come out, and suddenly we've got another ring out here. And so this galaxy has 3 rings, which they don't show it here, but there's an outer ring all the way out here. And when you start delving into these wild and crazy situations, it's like, I didn't do enough. So, I'm just going to be making drawings. We will not be staring at that spreadsheet, though. In fact, I do need that spreadsheet, but I'm going to toss it on another screen. What? Me and my 10,000 tabs. Firefox. So this is our grid layer. Simply just to mark where the center is. There, this shall be our core. I am making galaxies. It just had a very long exposition on it. Let me pull this one back on. So in galaxy morphology, there are the four easy categories of ellipticals, lenticulars, spirals, which is all this, and irregulars. And so for my world building, I am going to be making these, but in such a way that I can have them show up on a spreadsheet. So as you change these things around and generate new galaxy classifications, there will be a picture to show you what on earth does all this mean. So that's what we're doing. It's just something simple. No heavy video games. Just some light, chill music in the background, hopefully. But yeah, that's what we're working on currently. Should hopefully be relatively easy. But yeah, I'll try to explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it. Right now, I'm just really getting this canvas set up, because I guess we'll start with the spirals. Spirals are the most interesting to look at. It's just something simple in the background. What is this? Documentary cinematic music. Now we're in an upbeat event. What are these names? Yeah, so that's what we're working on. Shouldn't be anything too crazy. And any actual artists who wind up joining this will come to hate me because of how horrible my system of doing things is. I'll probably not hear the end of my layering, so we shall see. So crazy. I was crazy once. Put me in a room. Rubber room with rats. And rats make me crazy. Sorry, the singular brain cell went off on that one. I apologize. Yeah, I guess we'll start with that for our grid for now. It doesn't need a whole lot. In fact, I should probably put behind you to. Actually, you should be in front, but just quiet. Wrong shape. There we go. And yeah, as this goes, I'm probably gonna start out with just black and white to make it easy. But as we a rubber room with moths, as we work along it, we shall eventually add in colors. I just don't know when that will be. So for now, I apologize. It's gonna be solely black and white work. But so that's our core. Get some spirals. And this is about to make everybody who has ever done an art really, really hate me. Oh, okay, I got way too big of a brush here. Is it? There we go. 800, that's what I want. Definitely not 400. Probably 2. Can't see the grid. That's fine. Or not the grid. Yeah, core. That's fine. Hopefully. We're about to find out if that's actually right or not. Might need a different size. About 800. This will be a 4-armed galaxy. We'll just start there for now. Specs, and we want twist. Whimst myself around. Want definitely not that. I go with 35. Incoming moth. Well, hello there, Charcoal. Welcome in. And there we go. Very simply a galaxy. Didn't mean for it to go off the edges, but semantics. I should real fast. I still haven't learned how to set up the actual bot yet, so I don't know how to do shoutouts. But real quick, shout out to Mocha, who was in earlier, Nexus, and Charcoal, who are both here now. Great streamers. Go watch them. That is my plug to them. I will get around to making a functional bot later, I guess. Yeah, go right on ahead. It should hopefully pop you up in stream on OBS. Hopefully. We will see how well that works. Hello. Oh, you are so small.
I am small.
So small. So small and smack in the middle of it. Let's go with 200 by 200.
I am small moth. I was like literally hovering over the button, and my brain went ask first. Even though I see everything said it's okay to join, I'm like, oh yes, but my brain had to just like panic last second as I'm hovering over the button to join.
Well, you are now on stream. Welcome.
I am. I guess I was gonna hang out for a bit.
Yeah.
Not sure for how long, but I'll hang out for a while. Yeah, for a bit.
Yeah. Also, hello there, Spec. But yeah, I'm just wanted to get some world building done. Kind of been slacking, so. Figured I would.
This is world building?
Yes. Oh boy, it is time, folks, for the exact same spiel the third time.
Let's go.
Up on screen, I've thrown the Hubble Devaculars diagram. This is how we classify galaxies. The 4 major components are ellipticals, E0 to E7, lenticulars, which is S0A, S0B, the spirals, which cover spirals, intermediate spirals, and barred spirals, then irregulars. As for what all the rest of it means, it's just simply, for ellipticals, the changing number is just what angle you're seeing it at least in terms of the world building I'm working on. It doesn't matter, because it's just going to show you a top-down view, so you'll always have an E0 view, just to make it easy.
Yeah.
Lenticulars are basically galaxies that are halfway between an elliptical and a spiral. They have a disc shape, so similar to a spiral galaxy, but they don't have the actual spiral arms, so they look more like an elliptical. They're kind of what we tend to just call any galaxy that we see perfectly edge on, because if it's a spiral galaxy, we can't really see the spirals. Um, we've got some methods for seeing certain ones, but it's give or take whether or not it's actually good. I don't like dealing with lenticulars, but they're there. Spirals, intermediate spirals, and barred spirals are just kind of indications of a spiral is what we have drawn here for the most part. I'm gonna redo that spiral. I don't like it.
Barred spirals look like they're about to just like slap into something at mock Jesus, cutting it in half.
Yeah. So
They're ready.
Yeah. So like the Milky Way galaxy, our galaxy, it's an SBB is what we estimate it. Here, A, B, C, D, M indicates whether or not it's or is indicating the tightness of the rings or of the spirals. So A is a very tight spiral. B is a normal or / nominal spiral. I don't actually even know how many viewers we got. 10 viewers. Okay, that's yes. People are here. People are here to listen to me yap about galaxies, apparently.
So, you said our galaxy is an SBB?
Yes. So we are a barred spiral of nominal hacking. Is
So you're
what that means.
So popular media depictions of the Milky Way galaxy have been wrong.
So if we go here, Milky Way galaxy, and we go to here, so we've got a bar here, and we've got 2 major arms, and then a few minor arms. Like for us, we're believed to be in what this Orion spur. Maybe if I opened it up to be easier on screen.
Find that what the source is. And it's the first one on Google Images.
Yeah.
That ad is painful. Ow.
Is it playing an ad right now?
No, there was one of those like one of those ads that pop up in like when you're watching a stream, like shrink the screen window, the stream window size, and it was like that. Have you seen that one where it's like somebody stepping on like an old man stepping on glass and getting run over by a lawnmower?
No, I'm gonna be brutally honest. I have never seen an ad on Twitch, and I don't know why. Like,
you should have like ad blocker on without realizing it. Are you paying for Turbo without realizing it?
I definitely am not paying for Turbo. I didn't know that you could pay for a Twitch subscription. I do know I do have an ad blocker, but I've been told in the past that it doesn't stop Twitch ads.
Depends, I guess. Maybe yours is just stronger than the rest or something. I don't know. But Twitch Turbo does stop ads and actually gives most of the revenue that you would have gotten from an ad to like the streamer if someone uses it. It also allows you to just not have to deal with ads like across Twitch as a whole, but you won't get like emotes for individual channels and stuff.
Fair. You know, I do get emotes for individual channels. I definitely I like the emotes. I like having emotes. Like emote collector.
Yes, emotes are great.
I also use uBlock, so that could be why I never see ads.
Yeah, uBlock Origin's just strong.
It's the best one. You can't go wrong with it. Yeah. So yeah, this is what I meant by it's a barred spiral SBB. So SB standing for it's spiral barred. B is nominally packed. C is loosely packed. D is it worse than loosely. What was the term again? I apologize. I am exhausted after this week.
I'm not surprised.
Diffusely spiraled. That's what it's called. And then M. Some people call it irregularly spiraled, but the actual like what the M stands for is malangelic. I think I pronounced that word right.
Yeah.
Malangic, something like that. Basically the small and large Magellanic clouds they the large is an SAM, I believe, or maybe it's an SABM. I think it was one of those two.
Spec Shorty just subscribed.
Well, thank you, Spec, for the Prime.
Woo!
Enjoy having access to all the emotes, or at least most of the emotes.
Yes. Give this moth all the support.
The small Mangelic Cloud, hopping back on topic, is an IM, which means it's regular and Mangelic. Some people may just shorten this to just I, but I call it IM. And then this here, this DSPH, this is indicating it's a dwarf spheroid. There are larger spheroids, but typically they just wind up becoming ellipticals over time. But the dwarf indicator can technically fall on any of these. I don't know why they specifically put it just on irregulars in this diagram, but yeah. I've got a ginormous spreadsheet I've been in the midst of building, and so
Holy moly!
yeah, I'm in the process of adding in these. As of right now, this is the only way to actually add rings to it. These do nothing. But I was working on it last night, but when I passed out in voice call last night, it was like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You just passed out for a little bit. I was like, and then you I'm going to sleep now.
Yeah. But so.
Oh my goodness.
I guess to just kind of real quick, I'll get rid of these just to make them less distracting. So to real quick kind of show what all of this means. So galaxy type is exactly what you saw here from the diagram. So ellipticals, spirals, intermediates, hard, and irregulars. I ignore lenticulars just because I don't know why. Mostly because I find them uninteresting. I guess.
Okay.
Like even ellipticals themselves are uninteresting, but they're at least like common enough that they should be included. But lenticulars, they're just kind of like this crossover between the two, and on more often than not, they tend to be dead galaxies. And so like while maybe interesting for a like I guess apocalyptic / end of times world building project, at least for my purposes, I don't feel like trying to learn the math behind them.
Well, my understanding of galaxies is very, very not even close to what yours is. But I thought wasn't like aren't irregular galaxies supposed to be the ones that are basically dying?
So they can be. However, what actually indicates a galaxy dying is not so much its shape, but it really comes down to like if we look at this galaxy, all of this nice bright blue and these reds and such indicates a lot of gas, a lot of star formation. But like if we switch over to this one, you will notice that this galaxy here is just pure yellow.
Yeah, pure yellow.
Which means that it is a dying galaxy because there is no major large star formation.
Yeah.
And so that's really what indicates a galaxy is dying. It just so happens that more often than not, these tend to be lenticulars.
Yeah.
Which is why I just didn't quite have an interest. But like, we look at this guy. This guy would classify as an irregular because of this.
What the hell is going on there?
This looks to be two galaxies smashing into each other.
Oof.
Which is incredibly common. But So like
And-
this whole thing would classify as an irregular, but it is very much
Yeah.
not dead because look at how blue that is.
Oh yeah, no, and it's even making a point. The title down there says red galaxies aren't necessarily dead galaxies. So apparently,
Yeah.
if a galaxy is red, doesn't necessarily mean it's dead.
Yeah. Because like looking out here into the distance, you'll notice that there's a lot of redder galaxies. Those ones
Yes.
are likely also fine. It just so happens that like for a lot of the ones that we
Yeah.
discover, you know, they're
The
not.
color might also hinge on the gas type.
So both kind of gas type, but equally also this is a good example of an irregular of where it's two just coming head-on collision,
Yeah.
car crash in slow motion. But yeah, at least in terms of
Yeah.
like it also comes down to what stars are prominent. So like here, a perfect segue into the next option choices. There's these prominences where if let me real quick pull up star classification, because so it's not in alphabetical order. O class stars are the largest stars in the universe. They are very short lived. They live on the time scale of millions to tens of millions of years old. So when you see one, it's probably already dead.
Big.
Big. There is a good diagram somewhere. It's no longer on their Wikipedia though. Here we go.
Oh, one more thing about regular galaxies. That I remember seeing a theory about irregular galaxies being probably one of the most likely ones to actually hold other types of life because of just the way they're formed and stuff. Something about and how old some of them are.
Yeah, like a dead galaxy could very, very easily as well also have life because I mean they're definitely on the older, since they you know are no longer forming stars, so they've been around at least long enough. Like here we've got our stellar classifications. O, as you can see, being the biggest. B, slightly smaller. A, smaller than that. F, G, which G is our type of star. A, and M. M is the most common type of star in the universe. So everything from F down lives in the time scale of billions of years. A, B, and O. A's, some of the like the lowest A's operate in I think like very low billions, but everything else operates in millions, with you know A's and B's being in the hundreds of millions, O's being in the single digits to tens of millions. It's
I don't think I'd want to be anywhere near an O class blue.
yeah.
Burning hottest in the universe over there.
Yeah.
Oh wait, except for only dark blues burning. The dark purplish blues actually burn the hottest.
Well, it's let's see here. If we come back over to here, I think that they still kind of have the color scale here.
You know, Wikipedia has a dark card.
Yes.
That is so much better.
We can actually real quick pop over to here. I have a star calculator that I have been building, and I have covered. I will get into covering this in a moment. It is forcing me into an ad break, so we'll real quick run that. We shall pause for a moment, so this way everyone can still hear me yapping.
Yes.
But yeah, no, this spreadsheet that I've been building has been months in the work. Years in the work, actually. I've been in the process of making this thing since just before I graduated college. So we're at least 3, possibly 4 years of development.
I'm just staring at it, just realizing, yeah, I'm like, wow, I am incredibly dumb. That is really an insane thing you've got there. And I'm just like, just realizing my intelligence level really fast.
No. This is just me having, a wild and crazy ADHD moment and just like really going into it.
Okay, no, but you don't understand. Your wild and crazy ADHD moment is like 200 IQ levels higher than mine.
My ADHD moments are like very specific in what it does. Like if you ask me about cars, I could tell you nothing. Despite the fact I'm an aerospace engineer and I should know how those machines work, I can tell you gas go in and power come out. That's it.
Yeah, it's like there's a fundamental similarity, but they're different enough to make it so you don't really need to know how a car functions to do your job.
Yeah. Also, the ad break shall end in 5 seconds. Oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot that there is like have an add in process banner that you can't read. It's on
It's
white.
bright ass white.
But yeah, ads are now over. Hopefully, should be. No, it says it's still got a minute remaining on these ads. What?
Yeah, actually, I think you have 3-minute ad set up. My goodness. Our Gasco in cargo room. Galaxies pulls out 5 spreadsheets.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't even
me.
do something like that for any of my hyper interests. However, I've been storing multiple story ideas from the time in my brain for since the time I was 11. I have not written them down because they were meant to be more art type things like comics or whatever. But I, obviously wasn't drawing for some reason because my ADHD hyperfixation kept me on video games all the time.
Video game.
And amongst other things, although there's probably a reason for that. But besides. Yeah, no, I think that's where my brain power keeps going, is they just keep staying in that.
And the ad should be over finally. There we go. Cool. Well, welcome back, everyone.
Yes.
Hope you did not get too crazy of ads. I know Sinbin, during the first stream in which I actually had ads, his first ad was just an ED ad.
Ah, yes, the lovely Eroxon erectile dysfunction gel. Yeah, how do I know which ad it is? It's the only one that's running around on Twitch right now.
Would you rather
I've
have
been invited a
unlimited
few
bacon
times.
but no more games, or games, unlimited games, and no games? I'll take the games.
I'll take the games. I can survive without bacon.
But no, it's games, unlimited games, and no games.
That's why I'm saying. I'm staring at that going, huh? Am I
It's
too small brain?
no, it was it was someone. It was like some meme that was going around. I think it was last year, maybe the year before that.
Oh, you
Was when it
always
popped up.
take the bacon.
But yeah.
I see
no,
what it. I see it.
Yeah.
If you take the bacon, you get unlimited bacon. If you take the games, you still don't get games.
Yeah. Well, and also it's no more games, and so you get to keep the games you had. Probably. I'm going to interpret it like that. But so 5 head. But yeah, so this
Oh, no,
spreadsheet
they
is
ain't got no widow's peak over there. They got a pretty full head of hair there.
yes.
Meanwhile, me, if it wasn't for the floof, I'd be like 6 head,
Them big old bug eyes.
big ol' eyes. You can look at me and ask me, "What do you see with them big ol' eyes?" And I go, "Everything." and nothing at all. Ooh,
But yeah, so this ginormous spreadsheet is nuts.
Yes, it's a very insane spreadsheet.
Yeah, so let's.
All women do is lie.
Oh God.
Hello.
Hello there.
I completely forgot that I changed my entrance to that.
It's
Hello.
it's a raven.
It is me.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful.
It's nice to finally meet you.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely wonderful to meet you as well. You also have a nice voice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So do you. Oy.
But
I've heard a lot from. I can't call you. I can't call you Moth. So I guess Luca is probably. Actually, I was thinking about calling you Status because I don't know if anyone calls you Status.
Where does the status even come from? I'm very
It's
confused.
It's his other character.
yeah, it's one of my other characters.
Ah.
I'll share that after stream.
Yeah,
Okay,
bet.
turn you down. Hello, though.
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry if I'm a bit loud.
Oh no. Oh, I was talking about Status here.
Oh.
No, it's just because my headset. It's not. No, you were completely
fine.
fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hello. How are y'all doing? Happy Mother's Day.
Good.
Yes, indeed. Happy Mother's Day. Everyone, you
Mother's Day.
better call and or talk to your mom today.
Also, pet parents.
You can't make
pet.
me.
I'm a pet mom, so like pet parents get representation here too.
Yeah.
Are
But-
you a pet mom, Charcoal?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, happy Mother's Day to you.
Yes. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I've got 1,000 pet projects. Does that count?
We'll say yes for this once.
But yeah, no. So continue on with this dumb spreadsheet. At least here, you don't really need to worry about it. These 2 green cells are all you care about. So let's say we want to make a sun that is half the size of our star. It will do all the math for you when it decides to load. There we go. And you'll notice that it even updates what the color is and everything. And so if we came here, we said, oh, we only want to be 1 billion years old. It's unlikely that you will have life as developed as we do on Earth. But
Is Spec saying I have a voice acting voice? Sorry,
probably.
I was just reading the
Yeah,
chat.
I think so.
Oh my goodness, what a compliment.
Very nice voice. What can I say?
Thank you. Anyways, continue. I'm interrupting.
You're fine. Let's real quick.
I thought you were drawing.
I was, but it has become a science lesson.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Alright, I'm down. What are we learning today?
So currently I'm talking about stars.
Of course you are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was gonna be galaxy drawing.
Hey.
So we transitioned from talking about provenance with which means nothing to most people because it's just a bunch of letters.
Mm-hmm.
To hey, there are star types. And I have made a spreadsheet that can tell you, hey, this is a K 8.6 star. The V just indicates main sequence.
I see.
So as we switch it around, now it's a K 1.4. If we go up to 1.5, it's now an A.8.6. If I put that back to its original value, you'll notice that it's over the maximum age of this star, which has a maximum lifespan of 4.4 billion years. So our sun is older than the possible lifespan of this star.
Yeah.
But if we look here, the highest the highest mass that this star can handle, or this spreadsheet can handle, is 120, which I do say in these little side things. So if we pop up to 120, you'll notice that it can only live for about 1 million years. The bar? Oh, all of this down here, all the tabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right behind charcoal here is tectonics and climate, and hidden behind Raven is a climate graph tab, but that's the last tab. There are none hiding behind me, but there's a lot.
You're really covering everything from the galaxy to the stars, the planets. I'm
stars.
surprised you ain't going into like the asteroids and the comets and everything. That's
Oh.
right, because you're going all the way down to the
Oh,
tectonics.
that's its own separate rabbit hole right there.
No, it's already in this sheet.
It already is.
It already is in this
What?
sheet. I just don't have it as an
You've shown me
individual tab.
this.
I haven't really shown off this sheet a whole lot, just because since A, it's a lot, B, I'm still working on it. But like, just to kind of show, hey, look, if we pop down to the smallest type of star, it says possibly just because since most planets around a star this size, if you're trying to like actually be in the habitable zone, you're going to be on a tidally locked world. We don't quite know how life would evolve on a tidally locked world, so possibly. But you would definitely have microbes. Microbes are all over the place. So we pop it back to our star. All is good. And this does tell you, you know, how all of the colors change. If we scroll over to the side, brown dwarfs, which are also a very common type of star, this measures in Jupiter masses, whereas on this side it's in solar masses. So don't question, or that's to tell you why this one's 1, but this is a 150, yet it's much smaller. Again, this one similarly shows color scale. L's in downward, L's, T's, and Y's, they mostly are in the infrared spectrum. They don't really produce light or heat. In fact, as you can see here, the smallest type is about the average temperature of Earth on its quote-unquote surface.
What is the average temperature of Earth?
So this is 273 Kelvin, which is, I think, around like 55 Fahrenheit.
That's the average temperature?
Yeah.
Ignoring the crazy spots that are like really, really high or
I
really,
was
really
like,
low.
Yeah.
that was mostly where I was like thinking, is because I don't know how that all averages out, because I feel like there's more really cold places on Earth than really hot, if I'm remembering correctly.
Oh god! But when I pointed up and down,
59
I just
Fahrenheit.
I just did a
15
disco gesture. I just in it, just bam.
Japan. Which, speaking of charcoal, I need to follow you on Twitch. I've been meaning to for a couple days, so I apologize.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. No, it's fine.
Sorry.
Fine.
Okay.
But yeah, at least in terms of the weirdness of the spreadsheet, I try to make sure it gives you everything you could ever want in all of these tabs. And so like you have your mass, everything in solar, everything in Jupiter, and I come along and give you everything in US, everything in metric. I also give your temperature in Rankins in case anyone decided that they want that. Technically this should be over in the customary side, but I didn't want to get confused with this.
My brain sees Yoda watts and I go, oh, that's big.
Yeah.
Now, did you make this spreadsheet yourself?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it uses a lot of interpolation to actually get you your values. That's why there are these tables down below. I know what the smallest size a star can be. I know what the largest size a star can be per class, and so what what I do is I figure out, okay, what are some equal steps in between, and then in here, if you say I want a 87.45 star, it can figure out, okay, it needs to be between these two, hence why you get 3.1. That's not between those two. No,
So
because
at what
it's
point
between these
does
two.
star become like too big, where it's something else? I don't know what, but is that
Right
like
there,
a thing?
120.
Whereas-
120
is
is
there
120 is the maximum star size. During the early days of the universe, there were stars larger than that, but they had lifespans of thousands of years. And that's how they believe a lot of the early elements came about. Because, there's just large elements that shouldn't exist that are all over the place. And so
can it be possible that a star starts out smaller and then gets like too big and it turns into something else?
Yeah.
yes and no. So like a brown dwarf is the perfect example of this. Brown dwarfs are, in a sense, failed stars that failed to get large enough to ignite in hydrogen fusion and become a star. However,
Call them failures. That's so mean.
but so if you add on more and more mass, smash another gas giant into it that's filled with hydrogen or something, or it runs into a hydrogen-filled cloud, it could get heavy enough that it can start ignition and become, say, an M-class star. There are... when they get to full-size stars... I know, art stream turned into a study.
Yep. Honestly, though, I'm learning stuff. It's fine.
No, I kind of love this.
But so... at least in terms of, like, going from here, these larger stars don't really live long enough for it to really matter. There probably are cases that you might have stars that could get bigger than 120 solar masses, but they're so short-lived and not around us that it's not worth trying to think about.
So, if you were to draw a brown star, like, how would you... like, could it be, like, a group of brown stars together and it can turn into something else? Because I know those stars die eventually and they have an explosion. Or do they just, like, dim? I don't remember.
So
I know something explodes.
So it depends on which type, or like what type of star we're talking. So like a brown dwarf, let's say if we started out at an L0, so we're at the 150, and let's say we're 1,000,000 years old. Well, at 150 Jupiter masses, funnily enough, we actually are hot enough to be classified as a red dwarf is what it's called, which is the M-class stars. However, we have not ignited in nuclear fusion. We are just solely hot.
We are hot. Confirmed.
As
You're
we
hot, yes.
as we progress
We slay.
through
We slay!
we slay. As we progress later and later, you'll notice, at 30 million years, we are now in L0. Well, if we continue along to, let's say we are now 100 million, we are still in L0. But all these numbers have been slowly changing. If we pop this up to, we're now 500 million. Well, we have now gotten even smaller in terms of our values. The big thing that's been changing is our habitable zone has been getting closer and closer to our star. If we become 1 billion years old, we are now a T0. You'll notice that we are much darker now. We're now much more red.
So
If we
that means we're hotter, right?
No, we are cooler.
Oh, we're
We've-
cooler. Oh,
Yeah,
see, we're hot and cool. Love that.
we've gone
Yep,
from
hot and cool. Hell yeah.
we've gone from 22 Kelvin or 2200 Kelvin to 1300 Kelvin. At 2 billion years old, we're still there. If we hop along to 3 billion, we're apparently still there. We hop along to say 8 billion, we are surprisingly still there.
So,
my
how long
sheep
does it
break?
take for a star to die?
So again, depends on the star. So brown dwarfs technically don't die, they just cool off. So like a Y9 star is the coldest you can get.
We're becoming cool old people.
Yes. Cool people indeed.
Yes.
But like a main sequence star actually is kind of interesting in how they die.
In what way?
So G class to M class stars, let me see here. Can I pull up
Are those the old ladies?
no, they're not. So in terms of these kinds of stars, they don't change based on age.
Oh.
When you're in the main sequence, if as you grow older, you stay the same. But if I hop down to where is it? I gotta remember what it is called. At the Hertz-Russell diagram? I think it's the Hertz-Russell diagram. It is indeed the Hertz-Sprung-Russell. So, if we hop over to this funky diagram, don't try to read it too much. It's a lot. All you want to care about: M-class stars are anything that is towards the right. O-class stars are anything towards the left. Now, brown dwarfs are down over here in like this corner and off of the chart. And so brown dwarfs, when they die, their death is just them cooling off, and they basically just become gas giants floating through space. For the rest of the stars on this sequence, they will start out somewhere. Like our star is about right here. If you can see my mouse, just kind of here in the middle of this yellow zone. As we age, we slowly come off of that pink line and move northward. As we move northward, eventually we become a subgiant, and then we start to cool off as we grow bigger, and then we become a red giant. Now, for our type of star, that's where we end. We become a red giant. Our star becomes too unstable. It can't hold it onto itself anymore, and it slowly sheds off layers. After it's shed off enough layers, it will transition down here to a white dwarf.
So they're like ogres. I'm sorry.
Yes, they shed like an onion.
Yes.
And so once it becomes a white dwarf, it just kind of starts more than likely over here at this end, as all stellar cores are incredibly hot. And then just as time goes on, and when I say time goes on, we're talking billions, trillions of years, they will slowly cool off and come back this way until they eventually become just a dense ball of material.
We become skinny queens.
There's probably a diagram somewhere. No, there's no GIF on here.
See, I always wanted to learn about stuff like this, but
Yeah.
they never offered anything like that in my school. So like, I just kind of had to just take biology and be sad about it.
I mean, biology's cool too.
I mean, yeah, I liked biology, but like, I would much rather learn astronomy and learn about this than chemistry, personally.
That's fair.
But I also just suck at chemistry and science in general.
Yeah. I did horribly, and then I got to electricity, and somehow like everything clicked. I'm like, what?
Oh, see, no, I tried to avoid chemistry as much as I could because of how I knew I would just be awful at it. I took physics instead, which is not much better.
Oh yeah, no, I don't understand it. So I ended up having like it was high school. I ended up having like a separate like lesson or a category in one of my lessons that involved electricity, specifically like going on about like ohms and all that fun stuff. And I don't remember much about it from the time. But for some reason, I was doing horrible in the rest of the course. About in the
Except
other
for
subjects in the course.
electricity.
But then in that one I was acing it like there was no tomorrow. But I think it's really because it just made sense.
I mean, yeah, that's very valid.
But yeah,
no.
to answer your
Sorry.
question though, over here you'll
Which
notice.
question?
So when you were asking about like, oh, what happens to stars as they get older, like here you'll
yes.
notice that for brown dwarfs they don't have a maximum age.
They just kind of stay.
Yeah, they're basically always a brown dwarf and they can go on forever. But you'll notice that there's a maximum age over here on main sequence stars. That's because when you hit this maximum age, that is when we transition over here to giant stars. And you will notice that, hey, at our one mass sun at 10 billion years old, which is the maximum age on the other end, we have now become a subgiant. And we could go along and become a normal giant. And so now we have to come to here and say, oh, we're 12.5. Boom, there's all your values. I don't know why this is showing the wrong thing. Hold on. Blah, blah, blah. Don't know why I somehow mistyped this.
Now, how long have you been working on this?
Years. Probably 3 or
My
4
goodness.
years.
Oh my goodness. You were such a nerd.
Oh, of course. I mean, they mess with the things that they mess with the boomy stuff. Of course they're a nerd.
Of course.
So, as we have bumped up here, if we're lucky, our sun could become a bright giant. Which
Sorry.
Which-
When you said sun, I was like thinking like child.
no,
Our sun shall be burning.
our sun shall become a bright giant. Well, thankfully, I do not have any children.
Oh, thank God.
But
Yeah.
It won't be burning into the stratosphere. I'd love to hear it.
no, I will
Good for
be on
you.
my next failed rocket.
Oh my God, don't.
No.
Nah.
But
Please.
yeah, no. So as we move up this chart, you start getting larger and larger stars. Most stars will typically end up just being a normal giant. Every now and again, you might be lucky and find a bright giant in there somewhere. But if we move here to a supergiant, this thing now screams at you that this is wrong. And you may be wondering why. Well, it's because since I apparently forgot to write something there to explain why. But only large F-class stars and up can become supergiants. So if we pop over here to like maybe, I don't know, 1.5. Nope. You're trying to use the supergiant. Oh God, why is it dragging it? You must be larger than 40 solar masses. So if we pop over here to 40 solar masses, aside from the fact that we are now way too old, 40 solar
Damn.
masses,
You just
you're...
got old charcoal. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Hate it
Think
here.
I'm probably the youngest one in here.
Why are
Are
we
you?
throwing a baby in a fire?
Why? Wait, why are we throwing babies in the fire?
They
It's
just-
only done in
because
repo.
because it's evil and they deserved it.
It's only done in repo.
True.
You took closer look and realized, evil baby.
Evil
So what you do with
baby.
evil baby, you throw it in fire.
We play baseball bat. Wait, no, just baseball, and then it hopefully just hits the fire.
All babies are evil. We shall burn them all. But yeah, so Yeah, that's fine. I kind of jump. Resetting that. But so giant stars, you know, eventually we hit their maximum size. Oh boy, we became a giant. Well, once you've hit that point, now we move over to stellar remnants. And yes, I cover everything. Take a pick.
I can see that. My goodness. You really, I mean, this is your fascination, so I mean, it makes sense that
Yes.
you have to go into detail about everything, because, I mean, can't go a question unanswered here.
Yeah. I had to learn a lot about this. Let me tell you something. Learning about things like pulsars and neutron stars, which we have very little information about.
Must have been a pain, huh?
Yeah. Oh god, let me show you guys the math.
Oh god, math. Oh, here we go. This is where I fail.
We'll just pop over to the Wikipedia, because normally it's like easier-ish.
Look how pretty, though.
So,
This is why I'm taking history and not math.
like this is showing you kind of how a neutron star forms. So you've got a very large star with a core. The inner core gets scrunched down very small. As your inner core scrunches down, well, suddenly the rest of your star decides, oh, I must scrunch in too, compressing it more. Once it has all come collapsing inward, it ignites and leaves behind solely the neutrons in your atoms. There is no more protons, no more electrons. It is purely just neutrons. And it throws everything else away, and then you have a neutron star.
So you can have a proton star?
No, because that would probably tear itself apart since it's electrically charged.
I mean, that probably has happened before, where it just becomes an explosion, then. That becomes the explosion. I just want to hear about explosions.
But here you can see a white dwarf. White dwarfs typically are around the size of Earth in size. A neutron star is about the size of New York City.
Oh shit. Okay.
Like they're incredibly small, incredibly dangerous. Here's some math that we're not gonna walk into.
Oh yay, no math, please.
As we come down here, we're gonna ignore that too, because the math just gets nuts.
Oh yeah, how do you? Yeah, you know.
Honestly, it'd probably be easier for me to just, like, I don't know, we'll just grab a normal neutron star. Must be between these two, so we'll throw it at 1.5. Yeah, here's your density.
How many numbers is that? That is a lot of hold on.
It is
What? Even 77, not billion. Trillion? 77
So,
trillion one.
you got
172
100,000 million billion
Hun-
trillion. 77 trillion.
Yeah, trillion. Yeah, so 77 trillion. Okay. Oh, that's
Sev-
right. Go
70
me. I could read numbers.
Yeah, 77 trillion times
I just
the
couldn't
density
tell
of
if
our
that
sun.
last where the 0 was. I couldn't tell if that was a decimal point or another comma. I couldn't
Yeah,
tell.
that's fair. And we're dealing with a temperature of almost 1 million Kelvin. It is so delectable.
1 million Kelvin?
That's hot.
Yeah.
Very hot.
Very hot. Yes.
If we go up to the maximum size, and we go to 2.1, we're at 1.3 Kelvin, or 1.3 million Kelvin. Just 1.3 Kelvin. Yes.
It's very hot.
Yes.
How many degrees Celsius is that?
Not
Celsius. Well, you can see the word. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you got all the choices you could ever want. Apparently, this one is formatted wrong.
Oh, wow. So that's okay? So that's 2 million. Sorry, I can't read.
2.3 million Fahrenheit.
That's sounds
Fahrenheit.
hot.
That's very hot.
That is an average summer day in the middle of Texas.
2 million.
God,
degrees.
I feel as the unfortunate resident Texan here.
I am
That is-
so sorry.
Yes, I know. Please somebody get me out of here. Anyways,
I am
Send
so
help.
sorry. Yes, SOS to Texas.
But
No offense to anybody from Texas.
no.
yeah,
All event.
so at least with these ones, all the white dwarfs, they're technically all the exact same, which is why you only see one classification of white dwarf in this table. All that really means is this comes down to just a what if you were to observe your white dwarf from a distance, what do you suggest, or like what do you want? And so a hydrogen rich white dwarf, I swear I can speak English
Rich
sometimes.
white dwarf.
You're talking about like this is the most common type. It typically means that there's still some leftover hydrogen after the star has died. Smaller stars tend to become this. Larger stars, you start seeing these other types. Like metal rich tends to be the largest stars that become white dwarfs, because since they start fusing iron in their core, well, when they start fusing iron, some of them will just die with iron in their core. Others will suddenly become a supernova and boom, big space explosion. But then these two
Yeah,
over
big
here
explosion.
are because we've found white dwarfs that we don't really know. Also, there is an ad break in 15 seconds, so we shall hold off on explaining the rest, because
Wait, so you're telling me iron and stars equals death?
yes.
So you're saying stars have more iron than I do? Crazy.
Yeah, I mean technically we're made up of the corpses of dead stars.
Oh shit.
Did it cancel
see.
the ad break? Question mark?
No, it just takes a
No.
minute for it to hit sometimes.
Okay.
Ah,
But yeah, the
the
You know,
stars.
so for stars, oh, I gotta hydrate. You guys
Yeah,
better hydrate
drink
too.
water. I just got home. I'm good.
That break means hydrate.
I had a lot of coffee earlier. I'm good.
Drink water.
Oh, my body is getting to
No.
the point where it's like, hey, you've been up a while. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Me
Cease.
too. I got like maybe 2 hours of sleep. I feel you.
Drink water.
And I
No.
also didn't get much the previous night, then proceeded to sleep till damn near 8 o'clock.
Oh, time for a
Yeah.
stretch.
Ironically
Yeah.
enough, I was playing Vintage Story the previous night, and I was playing Vintage Story up until I joined the stream.
I've been meaning to try Vintage Story. I had a friend buy it for me, and yet I've yet to play it.
Oh my goodness! I might bite the bullet and buy one of those like subscription based servers and just run it for the community for a while until I can afford an actual server system.
It's
you know.
I mean,
Because
I
it's
don't
not
know.
easy.
I don't
It's
know
not
anything
easy to
about
set
it.
up It's not easy to do multiplayer otherwise.
So I've heard. We have a couple of friends of ours that have a server, and they I think broke the server with mods. So like I don't know what happened to that.
They kind of fixed it.
Oh, did they? I didn't
So
know.
what ended up happening was an update got released, and they jumped on updating the server without checking to make sure the mods had updated.
Oh yeah, it
Mm.
broke the server. It broke the mods, which broke the server. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Also, I have acquired more water as I
Good.
ran out.
Good.
Wow. Oy. I'm so tired.
Also, I have no idea if the ads are running.
That's okay.
I don't think they
Oh,
are.
it just sent me a notification saying ads will end in 5 seconds.
I
Oh.
can give Floopy hugs if you need.
Oh,
I'm
thank
always
you.
down for floofy hugs.
Yes. All right. You two. Get over here. We're getting a triple hug. Triple hug.
Triple hug.
Get in here.
Oh, nice. I wish I could spell.
Yeah. You're fine.
I'm just tired.
Go get some rest.
I'm okay. I really don't have a lot of time to rest, anyways.
Oh, busy day today?
Kinda, but it's okay.
Unfortunate.
I'm also more so like I'm just tired because like physically tired, but like mentally I'm more awake because caffeine. I had a lot of caffeine.
Caffeine, yeah,
today.
true.
I had
My
a lot of
body-
caffeine today, so
My body will actually conquer caffeine intake after if I get tired enough.
I work at a coffee shop, so like caffeine's always just available. I just kind of went a little overboard on the caffeine today.
Lucky. I've tried to apply to coffee shops and I
If you
never
need-
got I never
If you
I
need
never
help,
got
I can help you. If you need it.
Well, that would be
help.
that's very I very thank you for the offer. I don't have a car right now.
I know like Starbucks offers Lyft services that will take you to like will pay for you to go to work. Like will pay for your Lyft. Not
That would
not
depend on if
kidding.
I don't know if I doubt my nearby Starbucks offers
All of
that
them do.
service. Wait, what?
All of them do.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the one upside to corporate chains is if one offers a service, they all offer a service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least for the most part. But if you need help I can help you. If you still want it.
Interesting. I don't know if I do at this point. I've been out of
Valid.
I haven't had a regular job in so long. I don't think I'd integrate very well anymore.
Valid. It's a process.
Like, yeah, obviously I'd make more money working working at a coffee shop right now, but
No, I get it.
People.
People do suck. Like today, my goodness.
I don't even care
Mother's
about
Day
bad
brings out the
customers.
crazies.
Bad customers, especially if you've never seen them before.
Oh,
More
yeah.
often than not, that's the last time you'll ever see them. Bad coworkers and managers, you deal with them every day. If you have to deal with them if they're on your shift, you have to deal with them every day.
Mhm.
Every day they're on shift with you. You have to unfortunately share a shift with them. It's just
No, that's understandable. It's dealing with the public definitely is not for everybody.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll steal you away to the new place, and you can go work for Rumbled at Taco Bell.
Bet, steal me. Though, wear a hazmat suit. Wear a hazmat suit. I might be covered in cat hair.
In what?
Cat
Cat
hair.
hair?
Cat
Oh,
hair.
same. I relate to that very, very much.
Yeah.
The moment I come in contact, I'm just gonna instantly fall over and die.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I feel bad. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try my best. Okay.
I have literally already been like, okay, if I ever go to visit, I'm pretty much just gonna have to like take my current outfit, go to a store, buy a new outfit, discard my current outfit.
Yeah.
Like
I just
and all that
lint
stuff.
rollers.
And even then,
Lint rollers are your besties. Lint rollers are your
yeah,
besties.
I'd have to lint roller the ever loving heck out of whatever like car seat or whatever though, because oh my goodness, because if it's on the front, it's on the
Fluffy.
back.
Floofy babies.
Yes, mine is somewhat floofy. Where is?
Yes, I have two,
Oh,
and
there he is.
they're both shorter haired, but one of them sheds quite a bit. The other one doesn't really, because he's a runt, and I don't know, has always just been kind of like chill when it comes to. I mean, he sheds, but like not terribly, not as bad as my other cat. But Omen and Esper are my babies.
Yeah. Yes, my
And-
baby his name is Spicy.
Spicy.
I
Yes.
see.
I
He's
love-
actually not
I
very
love
spicy,
that.
but he was
Yeah.
as a kitten, so that's how he got his name.
Yeah, I got Omen when he was like a couple days old. I kind of took him on a whim because he was like he was not well. He was like very sick, and if I didn't take him in, he probably would not have made it.
Oh, mine wouldn't have made it if I hadn't have gotten him when I did.
Yeah, we're saviors.
Yeah,
And then-
he's a sweet baby. He's also probably the reason why all orange cats are stupid.
Oh, listen, all orange cats share one. But same with like Omen's a black.
Oh no,
a
I
black
think he
cat.
hogs all the brain cells. He's extremely smart.
Oh, really?
Yes, actually, he's very smart.
He doesn't just, run into walls. I feel like
Nope.
my
No, he
black cat
bounces
Omen
off of them.
doesn't.
He is also definitely part Manx, so.
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah, you
Oh
see,
yeah, that's probably why.
there's orange in my hair, and my antennae. Obviously, I have a single brain cell.
Yes, you are an orange cat.
You are an
Hey,
orange cat in spirit.
Half cat, half moth. Which you should talk to your parents. Get a DNA test.
I actually did call my mom earlier since it's Mother's Day.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, good.
without getting into anything deep, I ain't ever doing that.
Oh, I'm
My
sorry.
family is not good.
I'm sorry.
Also, like the sentiment of the holiday itself is good, but also like it's also kind of silly
It is, but
because a lot of people use it as like the excuse to like contact their folks that one time a year.
True, but I think it's also like to show, like maybe there's a mother figure in your life that you had.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then you
I
can
live
also
with
me.
them currently.
No.
No, that would have made life a lot easier.
See, but yeah, mother figure. Maybe you can always say Happy Mother's Day too.
I was about to say, here's a problem.
Mhm.
I currently live with them,
Mhm.
and they
Yeah.
also think Mother's Day is stupid.
Oh well, then you could just say, "Here's a stupid present."
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I don't know if you guys saw, but Spec said a single brain cell focused on 50 galaxy spreadsheets.
True.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a single
no.
brain cell with one purpose:
Yeah.
hyperfixation.
Hyperfix. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
But yeah, I also go into like calculating black holes.
Oh goodness.
We, like,
Black holes. You just have like everything. Did you even start drawing?
yeah. And
They did actually.
Yeah, I did, and then I got asked a question, and we have gone off on a massive tangent.
Massive tangent.
Reminds me of
Actually-
that artist friend and like us. They were doing
Oh,
an art
shit.
stream, and it devolved into us going on and on about moths.
As one does.
But yeah, so I hope
Back to it.
back to it. I hope everyone has learned enough about stars. So back to the very original thing, charcoal. Yeah, galaxy colored is determined by what is the most prominent type of stars.
Yeah.
If you've got a lot of star formation, you tend to have bluer galaxies. You might actually have prominent B's and O's and A's. That's what typically gives a galaxy its blue color. If you're prominent F and lower, you start having, Spec just said, "Oh yeah, I learned a lot. I didn't understand a single thing except we are hot." Indeed.
Exactly. We are hot. Everyone in this VC and everyone in chat. Hot.
Earlier, Mocha reminded me that I have to actually like do stuff with learning how to do the whole stream bot thing. That might be a later this week kind of thing. And I guess I'll make one that just is random space facts, I guess. Command for random space facts. That might be an interesting one.
That could be an interrupted space fact, but now you have to have like a spreadsheet of just separate space facts so that you know which one you have said and which one you have not.
But you see, if I just have the bot pick it,
That could be even
if
better.
it gives you the same one, oh well, have it pick again later. Random space fact: we are hot.
Yes, I like that space fact.
Get another hydrate and stretch. Welcome in, Olivia.
Oh, hi, Olivia.
Hola, señorita.
Well, I guess if I'm having to hydrate and stretch, it's time for an ad break. Again, ask me to do an ad break. Oh my god, I feel like it's always doing ad breaks.
They just want you to get paid. Get that bag.
Yeah, get that bag. Absolutely get that bag.
Ow, I just popped my back doing that.
You always are hurting yourself.
I gotta stretch and hydrate again.
Just drink water.
I'm constantly drinking water.
I need to get better at it. I'm so bad. Like, I brought my full water bottle and I didn't use it. Hola, Olivia.
Hello there, Olivia. Welcome in.
What the heck? Huh? Oh, hi. Yeah. Forgot this was an open channel. So I got jump scared.
That's okay. I saw the head pop in on OBS. I didn't even.
With your multiple monitors over there.
Oh, thank you. I don't think it is, but thank you.
Yes, their voice is very nice.
No, it's not, but thank you.
The ad break ends in
I
soon.
love ya.
Hopefully, please. Yum, across the screen again.
Yeah. Ay.
Yeah, so Raven, she was calling you. Yeah, Spec was calling you a voice acting voice.
Yes. Still a voice acting voice. Yes, absolutely. Very nice.
Thank you. I don't think so, but I much appreciate it. I just don't even know what if I were to voice act anything. What would I even do? Be like the old
Essence.
lady. I'd be what? Essence?
Nah. Absolutely. You could. You absolutely have the voice that I feel like would be perfect for potentially slice of life rom-com type stuff, perhaps.
Oh, interesting. Would I be
Maybe
like the
modulated just right, or you could do more
the
sensual
narrator?
type things, you know?
You know what's funny? Ever since I got this mic, I jokingly was like, I sound like a creepy Reddit YouTuber. Somebody said that, and I was like, oh, maybe it's like, let's not meet on Reddit stories. And I jokingly
You
just like
read
went on a
Reddit
thing.
thread stories.
Hello, Virgil.
What?
Welcome in.
Hi, Virgil. I'm getting yelled at.
Why are you being yelled at to go to bed?
Yes. Also, they're definitely popping in to hang out. Wait, you don't have Saribot?
Hey, what?
I don't know what Saribot is.
Well, I'm gonna have to introduce you to that soon.
Yeah, I've got like this is bare bones. Also, I think the ad break finally ended. But no, this is totally bare bones stream. I have nothing. I know nothing.
Also, hello. How are you, Olivia? I'm sorry. I didn't ask. I know you're muted, but
Olivia has non-Virgil.
no, it's not good to eat people. That's good. That's good.
More water.
Jeez, you're just gonna.
No, that was me just drinking out of me wanting to drink because I like water.
Yeah, very fair.
And Olivia just redeemed the hydrate.
hydration.
I'm gonna need to put a cooldown on this hydrate thing, aren't I?
Yeah, because there is such thing as an overhydration. You can get sick from it.
I'll figure that out later. For now, it's fine.
Just take sips. Don't just chug it.
No, I just drink a whole water bottle per hydrate.
Oh God.
Well, hello, Mecca. Welcome in. I was about to just call you Goober since you said it.
Hello, Goober. Welcome in. I mean, you feel like going into this tangent halfway through. I already forgot everything. I feel like I just gotta remember everything.
I do need to get a head pat redeem in. I don't have any bots set up, so I don't know how to quite put that in yet. But yes, there are head pat emotes, which are critical to the well-being of everything. But yes,
I don't remember where we left off at.
Well, the whole reason why we went on that massive tangent about stars was because we were talking about galaxy color. And all of that to say, the smaller the star, the redder your galaxy. The bigger the star, the bluer your galaxy. Boom, done.
All right.
All right,
Cool.
that tangent finally over.
Now make me a blue galaxy.
Any more choices to that?
Do my 3 favorite colors.
I didn't mean by color. I meant like, do you want spiral? Do you want
Isn't the
elliptical?
closest-
Oh shit!
Isn't the
What's up, Shark?
go on.
Man.
Isn't the closest galaxy to the Milky Way actually one of those actually in a regular galaxy?
Well, so it depends on what you want to classify as closest galaxy. If we are talking closest whatever galaxy, so including dwarf galaxies, yes, you've got the large and small angelic clouds.
Yeah.
I can never remember how to pronounce it. They
Meningitis.
no.
Sorry, bad joke.
No, but so those two are the closest. I think there's a couple of other dwarf galaxies around us. I just don't remember their names. But if you're talking like full-size galaxy, the closest galaxy is the Andromeda Galaxy, which is a spiral galaxy.
I make a spiral galaxy.
Closest galaxies to the Milky Way. People can see just how poor I am at typing. Ursa Major 3 is a dwarf spheroid. Draco 2, Tucana 3, also dwarf spheroid. Segu 1, also dwarf spheroid or a globular cluster. Sagittarius dwarf spheroid, also dwarf spheroid. Possibly a dwarf elliptical. Hydrus 1. I don't know why it has a number there. Number means nothing. Karna 3, nothing. Ursa Major 2, dwarf spheroid, so on and so forth. The Magellanic clouds. The large one is a spiral of medium or of Magellanic properties, because it's funky looking. Then the small Magellanic, which they have here listed as a barred spiral, which is wrong. Flower. Soviet era Venus lander that will fall down to Earth. No, because I'm aware that the Soviets had landed a I'm not gonna call it a rover, but like a lander on Venus, and it worked for 30 minutes, and then the heat kind of killed it.
Oh, rip.
Uh,
Yeah, because Venus apparently is extremely freaking hot underneath its surface.
Yep. Which, I mean,
the cloud surface.
Venus is a planet behind us, right? No, it's the first one. God, I am off on my planets.
It's ahead of us.
It's because Venus,
oh, it
Mercury,
arrived
it's
yesterday.
Mars, or yeah.
Have
It's
a good one,
Mercury,
Spec.
Venus, Mars. Last I checked, anyways, unless I'm wrong.
Thank
Well,
you
I
for
mean,
hanging out. Hello.
Hi there, nice to see you again.
How long have you been standing there?
About 10 seconds.
Okay.
About 10 seconds. Hi, pasta.
10 seconds.
Raven says hello.
Raven.
Hello there.
Ciao.
Sparkle says hello.
Hello, Charcoal.
Spec.
Spec Shorty just cheered 200 bits.
Thank you for the 200 bits.
Support
Gotta
the
support.
Smoth.
And apparently also the 50 before that. I didn't even see that one. Thanks.
Support the Moth. Yippee.
You have to. Oh, shit,
I
already did
refuse, Virgil.
I already did my shit on Limbus. Ah.
Daga Kotowaru.
Thank you so much, Spec. Love ya. Also, Charcoal, Virgil's telling you to go to bed.
I know, that's why I was yelling at them. For those of you that don't know, Daga Kotowaru means I refuse in Japanese.
Wabba wabba wabba.
Yeah, you want a mic? You have to? Alright, uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Sure.
I think you're about to get a call, Charcoal.
Ha-ha!
But yes, Olivia, it apparently came down on Saturday.
Oh, that's cool.
It landed somewhere in the ocean, seems like. Oh, another hydrate and another stretch.
I don't know.
I love standing up and feeling my shoulder pop for some reason.
Because you're getting old.
Literally hasn't been that long since I stretched though. Why is it popping?
Because you're getting old.
I know I'm getting old. I'm so old at the
Ripe age.
the ripe age of 25. Yeah, that's pretty big. That's a chonker, as we like to say in the industry. Yeah, that's titanium encased. Delicious.
Titanium. Nom nom nom.
They believe it could
That'd
make
be
it through re-entry because it
Nom,
splashed
nom,
down in
nom,
the ocean.
titanium. Says the SR-71 Blackbird.
I'm sorry, every time I think of moths chomping on things, I just think of the Teen Titans episode with Killer Moth. No one knows what I'm talking about? Nope? Okay, never mind then.
I apologize. I watched Teen
Doesn't-
Titans. I don't remember much.
What?
You mean honestly? I really don't.
Oh,
to
you guys
be
make
fair,
me
they were
so
never
sad.
to be fair, they were never consistent on the episodes.
It's so good though. It was
Oh,
basically
no, it
there
really-
was this killer moth, and they sent like the moth children to like chew up the metal wires around the towns, and like it was holding a big bridge together, and the moths were, you know.
Oh yeah, I
holding
remember.
onto metal.
I think I remember this guy.
Yeah, he's cool. He was really cool. He was
Oh yeah, this
incubating.
one.
Yeah.
I think the episode. I think I got to see that episode like maybe once or twice.
Oh, come on. You guys need to have more culture.
Hey, Charcoal.
No,
Virgil's
blame
gonna bonk
Cartoon
you with
Network.
a pool noodle.
They're already bonking me at the pool noodle, and I'm just gonna keep here. I'm just gonna remain here because
Yeah. It's funny because he has a teenage daughter who is dating a spider.
Yeah.
All right. If Russia's trying to launch another one of these things, to Venus, I hope they learned their lessons from the first one and have given it more heat shielding, because, Venus is one of those planets that I personally would never like to visit. Not hydrospheric, just sulfuric acid clouds, sulfuric acid rain. Some portions of it are hot enough to have some pools of liquid metal. I don't know. I personally, I don't think it's a great
Funny,
vacation.
Mercury was the end all be all in the 50s.
Mercury
Right?
might.
Is it Mercury?
I'm
Or
talking
it was
Venus
Mercury. Oh, true.
though. You might be thinking of Mars, the red planet.
Yeah, but no. Oh, I'm talking. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm being stupid. I'm thinking about the element.
Oh,
Because you remember how they put Mercury in literally like everything in the 50s and 60s?
yeah.
They really did, didn't they?
And
They
asbestos.
did, and it killed a lot of people.
And asbestos, yeah, no, like it was really funny. They really just did like, yes, asbestos. Meanwhile, Russia, yeah, we're still producing that shit.
I mean, remember like lead just recently got is now more like known to be like, oh, this thing's bad. So we're still learning as humans.
Fun fact: we've actually known it's been bad since the Roman era.
And yet we still put it in stuff?
Well,
What
because
is wrong
It's
with
convenient.
us?
it's convenient, it works, and at least for a lot of history, it was the only thing that worked for its purpose.
Yeah.
And
Interesting.
for things like lead bullets, well, if it kills you a little deader, do people really care? Because that was its purpose.
Feels you a little deader
Yeah.
is an interesting quote.
How long do you think it would take for us to get to Mars with humans? Well, are you talking like with our current technology, how long space travel would take? Because more than likely it's a 2 to 3 year mission with a transit time of about 7 months with our current technologies. But if you're asking how long until we actually go to Mars, call your congressman. I won't get into the politics of it, but we don't have we haven't proven any rockets can land on another body with a person in it in a very long time. We do not have the Eagle lander anymore. We do not have the Saturn V anymore. And so what would have been proven technologies doesn't exist anymore. And so we have to, build a new one. That's where the Artemis program, which is what I work on, is doing. That is what that's what the SLS is supposed to be for. And as much as I dislike SpaceX, they are the ones who hold the contract for the human lander system. Well, so Artemis has had one launch so far. That was back in 2022. It was a very successful launch. It went around the moon. Everything worked great.
Incoming. Mocha_moth just.
Well, welcome, Mocha. Welcome, Raiders.
Well.
Hello,
Look
hello,
who
Terra
it is.
Moth. Kiosui.
Oh, fun fact: we found
Mary,
a second
welcome,
Terra
welcome.
Moth bear on Twitch.
Terror Moth Bear 314 has lit a lantern. Thank you.
Thank you, Terra Moth, for the follow. Welcome in.
Hi, Mary. Hi, Mocha. Oh, hi, Rat.
Well, hello. We've got everyone popping in.
Mocha. Hi, Mocha. There's now more than one now. Yeah, I know. I find it crazy. Thankfully, I'm the only one of me.
Hello, Mary.
Dear heavens, I hope I don't get so popular I start having copycats.
We are in the moth stream. Also, welcome everyone. This was supposed to be an art stream. It has now become I am telling everyone about space stream. Apparently, we're duplicating via mitosis on stream.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, but that was me making the duplicates. Not. Those aren't copycats. Those are just duplicates. I was making charcoal. See who needs it. I know, right?
Yes. Welcome in, everyone. Currently, we were just talking about the Soviet probe that has come back to Earth, landed yesterday in probably the Indian Ocean, possibly the Pacific Ocean. I didn't quite read up on it. I, in fact, didn't know. West of Jakarta, yeah, so in the Indian Ocean. It just says it right there. I could just read. But yeah, we had kind of started doing galaxy artwork like I had said I would be doing, and instead this has become we learn about space, and I was showing everyone this massive spreadsheet that I had made for world building purposes that can make you galaxies, which is why I'm making the galaxy pixel art. It's supposed to let you be able to change these things and be able to see what you have changed, because a lot of this, for people who don't know about space, it means nothing. But I've also got star calculators, I've got solar system calculators, which I did not explain yet, going so on and so forth, all the way down to planetary tectonics, which we'll also talk about that much later, possibly as just a YouTube series, because I don't know if people want to hear me yap for that long. Well, Mocha, thank you for the sub. Firsts are available? What is a first? I apologize. I am Oh, Mary, thank you, Mary. You do have a first badge on your name. Yeah, thank you.
Oh shit.
I don't know what founders are, but you know what? Congratulations, guys, on getting it.
I think they stick on there for like I don't know if it's like all your streams, but like yeah.
Oh, the first 10 subs. Yeah, no,
Oh shit.
I don't know.
Subscribe.
I've got 7 subs. So we still got 3 more. Ah, fair. Well, no worries. I will never remove things from people, so by all means. Show up anytime we're in your chat. Fair. I collect these badges, they bring me happiness. Yes. I'm assuming Boca, Mary, since you two were in stream together. I apologize. I didn't actually check to see if you guys were streaming together or if you guys were just vibing in stream. Well, thank you, Olivia. That doesn't go to gifted subs. That's fair. Then we probably got a lot of founder badge is available. Ryan Stevenson, thank you for the follow.
Ryan Stevenson 232 has lit a lantern. Thank you for the follow.
Also, I do apologize to everybody. That follow gif, I made that myself. It sucks a lot. But I threw it together in a night. But I'm so off topic now. What were we talking about?
I'm zoning out.
That's
kind of.
fair. Rush the bit scuffed. Yeah, that thing was so I used paint.net to make it. Now paint.net does not like GIFs. So I had to use a GIF maker to put all of my frames together, and it just butchered the quality. Like it was a special kind of special. I love paint.net. It's my preferred system. A, because it's free, B, because it's what I've used since forever. Paint plus plus.
Yeah.
Paint sharp. Oh god, we're getting into oh god, we're getting into coding languages. Paint tool sign clips to I picked up Krita to give it a go, give it a whirl.
It's really complicated. I'm just gonna say that because it's got the open source problem of UI ain't the best out the gate.
Yeah, one of my artist friends actually does use it a lot, and they recommended it to me, so I was like, oh yeah, I'll give it a go. I've been lazy and have decided I just stick with what I know. Charcoal, Virgil has said that they can hear you disassociating. Go to sleep. Can open Photoshop files. That is good. I have a couple of Photoshop files that have been given to me from some of my commissions for a lot of my world building stuff. But I don't know. I feel like I should transition back into the art, but we are now how far into this stream? Like 2 hours, and
2 hours.
I've drawn like 4 things. It has mostly just been me yapping.
Typical.
The latest version of GIMP is actually useful. Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, from what I heard, the newest versions of GIMP are insanely powerful.
What is GIMP? I'm sorry.
It's another art software.
It's
Oh, I see.
but it's more akin to Photoshop, but open source. It stands for General Image Manipulation Program, if I remember correctly.
Wow. Okay.
And
interesting.
like I said, yeah, it was basically open source Photoshop. That way you didn't have to pay for it, but it wasn't as good as Photoshop for like the longest time. And I think now they're pretty much catching up, if not surpassing it,
Mm-hmm.
because Photoshop has
Yes.
grown stagnant and well crashes like a
That is
crazy.
crazy. That's actually quite sad how much Photoshop is dying.
Photoshop, not just Photoshop, Adobe software as a whole.
I have
Adobe
heard
got-
Adobe
Adobe's-
is not.
Adobe's got their stranglehold on the market, but they got too
That makes
cocky,
sense.
and now software, open source software is catching up. Blender already went way past Autodesk's Maya and whatnot,
Mhm.
so a lot of studios are adopting Blender, whereas it's
Quite sad days.
But so Clip Studio Paint is to Krita as Photoshop is to GIMP. Or I guess other way around. GIMP is to Photoshop. Krita to Clip Studio Paint. Fair enough. The both of you should be going to sleep.
Hmm. Who are you talking about?
Yeah, both of you. Raven, Charcoal, you two should go sleep. Sleepsy daisies.
I got plans after this.
Go sleep.
No.
Yeah, that's actually part of the reason why I stopped using Photoshop, because I had a license for it through my university, and I had thought about like continuing it after I graduated, but when they started saying, "Oh, we're going to, force your art to be in our AI," I was like, "Nah, not happening." I have heard a lot about Sprite. That might not be how it's pronounced, but I'm gonna call it that.
Yes, of course, Olivia. Don't be afraid.
What? Oh.
Open
Already,
source
Olivia.
is the future. Tia Sweet, thank you for the follow. I hope I pronounced that right.
His little lantern. Thank you for the follow.
From Virgil. Charcoal, I've gone to bed and woken up twice today, and you haven't gone to sleep.
We're just the low to no sleep gang. The two of us over here.
I mean, I'll be honest. I got some sleep last night, but I
proud
was
of you.
out. But am I really the first person to get your name right? Like that, it doesn't feel like that's that hard of a name. So I hope the music isn't too loud. Like I've been trying to keep it low, but
I
like
didn't
at
hear
least
it.
on my end, like it's like majority of what I hear, and I can't tell if it's too much. I've got like minus 30 decibels on OBS. I've got what's it called? I've got the actual like volume for the mix down. I don't know. For all I know, there might not be any music in the background, and I have been hallucinating this whole time.
I wouldn't be surprised if you were.
Yeah, that's totally fair, Olivia. I do not blame you. But yeah, I'll hide this ginormous spreadsheet. I guess let's try and do a little bit of art.
Really? Are you gonna make my galaxy?
Yes, I'm gonna also undo this abomination I had created.
An X galaxy.
Because it went too far, so I need to actually come down here to 200. Right there. We want to get to 600.
It's really cold in my room for some reason.
You should get a blanket.
I should, yes. Probably
There we go.
right.
That looks more
Maybe one day,
normal.
maybe one. You know, it'd be funny one day if I had a plushie.
Hmm?
Like a charcoal moth plushie.
Yeah, that'd be pretty. I think that'd be funny to have one day.
Uh,
Nowhere near big enough to make that happen, but
well, while not let's see here. Well, not well, not for sale. There is a Luca plushie. There is exactly one in existence.
Nice.
It was gifted to me by a friend back at my previous job prior to me having to move from said job. I will share it in the Rum channel real fast, and then I will share it on screen for those
Oh my
on
god,
stream to
it's
see.
adorable.
Oh, that is adorable.
Let me pull this. Whoop. There you go, everybody. Enjoy Luca Moth plushie.
Did they make that?
Yes. I apologize, Mocha. I do not actually have a Discord yet. That was my plan for tomorrow, since I have like set up nothing. But yes, tomorrow I will hopefully have all of that functional, at least a little bit.
I suppose I have a friend that I suppose could probably do a crocheted version of me, but that, you know, that's because they do that kind of stuff a lot. But crocheted versions, unless they've managed to make a pattern of it, don't exactly translate to large scale very well.
Yeah, this was a one-off artwork, primarily for or I shouldn't say artwork, a one-off plushie that came from a piece of artwork that I jokingly got commissioned because, you know, moth.
Yeah, moth.
Let me, here it is. Bonk. Enjoy moth form Luca. Made by the amazing Keku Visor. I'm currently over
Oh my god,
her.
I've seen this.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
currently
my God.
covering her name, but like this is what the plushie is based on.
My goodness. Look, let me put it this way: you're already very amazing and very huggable, but like that right there, I just want to hug it out Lego. Too fluff, too adorable. You know, I want to die for real.
I die for moth form Luca.
Luca. Yes, same.
uh,
So cute.
One day when I get around to upgrading my model, which there are some upgrades in the works now. They haven't been my highest priority at the moment, but that's just because of since I'm going to be moving soon due to job issues. That
Unfortunately.
many of you are aware of, many of you are unaware of. It just kind of is what it is. Again, I will not get political, but so there will be some upgrades coming to my avatar. I will be having actual emotions beyond just idle and talking. In the future, I will probably see about maybe doing a moth form of each of these emotions, and then I don't know, maybe make it like a redeem or something, and people could like bounce me between humanoid and moth. It's all good, Mary. These things happen, but and I know you're fully aware of it, so but these things happen. I at least managed to get my hands on a new job.
Yeah.
It is still in the space industry. It's just unfortunately not something I am allowed to talk about. But
That sucks.
one day when things have calmed down, I hope I can get back into it. I really enjoyed my current work here on Artemis. I really enjoyed working on solid rocket motors. I've enjoyed working on the next phase of Artemis, which is the Bolé program, which I can give some more information on that later. I just noticed that we've got 15 seconds until an ad, so I apologize. We'll just run a 1 minute. I'm gonna force it a 1 minute break. I don't feel like interrupting this with 3 minutes of ads. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed what I've been working on, and like I enjoyed the team. I've enjoyed where I am, but I have to move states yet again for like the sixth or seventh time in a row, which I'm used to at this point.
Still
Still
not
though.
it's not fair.
It
I wish I could move around.
you know, it happens. I'm used to it at this point because I mean I have been doing it for so long. I was kind of hoping I could stay put here, and so I
Yeah.
started a bunch of big projects, and that
Now
Those-
it's kind of gone out the window, huh?
yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I give hugs.
huggies.
Huggies.
All right, ads are over. So hey, if you know anyone in ESA, like give me a ring. I am not opposed to another move being moving countries. Like believe me, I love working for NASA. I enjoy NASA. I enjoy all the things NASA does. But yes, I am open to working for any space agency that is willing to have a moth as an engineer.
If you do, please stuff me in your luggage.
Will do. No, I'm gonna put you in my pocket.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever actually shared Pocket Moth art, so I don't think I can pull it up because I'm wary about opening files, Files Explorer on this while I'm on stream, because I think it has my actual like full name in there, so I don't want to.
I was gonna say I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would. I would. It's unadvisable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So why are
I
you sharing your
wouldn't.
whole screen instead of a window?
Because for whatever reason, well, I mean, first of all, I am constantly changing windows. It's just easier.
Good point.
But secondly, at least in terms of in terms of when I was actually just trying to stream just making art, it wouldn't actually show the art canvas. It just showed a blank gray screen. So I didn't really know how to fix that. So, and that was just from window sharing. I also tried like game capture sharing, but it's not really a game. And so the only way it would function was Windows. So I was just like desktop. So I was just like, yeah, we'll just do a display capture.
That's unusual. That's very unusual indeed.
But I also didn't test to see if, like, you know, if me clicking on any of the little boxes on the sides, because I know if you try to stream paint.net as a window or like as an application on Discord, it will like focus in on whatever box you are clicking on, and I didn't want to jar people with it just randomly zooming in on like the color palette or something.
Like zip, 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 zip. Like, yes, this color here is made of color.
Yes. But here we go. We got a four-armed spiral galaxy. Very simple. Because I'm probably just gonna do this as a just thing. What's up?
Is your stream broken on my? Nope, never mind. It's just broken on my end. My apologies. It was like stuck on the other screen.
Yeah.
I had to refresh
Yeah, I've
it.
had to. I've had to do that a few times.
I apologize. I don't know how to solve that. Is that
I don't think that's anything you. It just like would show like a loading screen on the actual stream itself, and in order to fix it to where it is currently at, I need to refresh it. I don't think it fits anything that could be fixed, really.
Also,
Yeah.
by the way, real fast, Mocha, I'm pretty sure I read out loud you saying moving countries would be nice, and I recognize it says moving countries would be nice. For some odd reason, I just noticed it out of the corner of my eye, and my mind was like, you're clearly saying making countries would be nice, and I do that too much.
Imagine if you could just make a country.
Yes, so real fast.
Technically, you can, but
Yes, just a real quick share who everyone is. So obviously, Charcoal, as you said, this here is Olivia. This is one of Charcoal's homies, and this is Raven. This is my homie.
yes,
Hello.
Olivia is great. Olivia is amazing, and this Raven here, they're amazing.
Yes.
Mocha, the moth here is definitely very amazing.
In
You're
terms,
very
if you're looking at the about me, Charcoal and Olivia have not joined for a voice call on stream yet, so I apologize. They have not been added to the about me just yet. They'll be added after stream. Raven is on there. That is AshRose0 is her Twitch. She also goes by Thorn, but Raven is her preferred name. So Raven. I forgot to write that down. So Raven,
Best Raven.
that's her.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Do you like shiny?
Me?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
So,
Shiny.
let's see here. I don't have it open. Well, I guess I could, Mocha, at least to mention your making countries. I do have, it's a little outdated just because since, again, I don't want to open files, but, I have been in the process of making a, island and filling it with counties, not countries, counties. They're all part of one country. There's another spreadsheet for this one. I won't show the spreadsheet. That spreadsheet's intense, or not really intense. It's just a lot. But if you know anything about, for example, Thomas the Tank Engine. Yes, I know I'm 25 and talking about Thomas the Tank Engine. This is the actual map of the island of Sodor, and I saw this and I was like, I'm doing this myself. So I've been in the process of doing that myself. This is the rough version of the map. This is just solely to get ideas down. I am taking county ideas, in which Raven, me and you still need to talk about yours.
Yes.
I'll when I finally get the Discord, the public Discord around, I'll probably include a section for people to include their own suggestions for this. But eventually, once I fill this whole thing in, I will then get as detailed as this and show roads and towns and buildings and the actual railroads and the rivers and whatnot. But for now, it is just simply, you've got these little boxes here, which are all of your towns. Each of the colors are different counties. And like the boxes that have the black outline, those are the county seats. World building is it is my passion. It is all I do in my life. Here's a version without the colors, so this way you can see. There is a volcano on this little island off to the side. But yeah. And then these like random weird colorations in the ocean. Those are reefs. Funnily
That's
enough,
what I'm
Mocha.
saying, Mocha.
Funnily enough,
I'm
Mocha,
saying.
I have only been a DM once. It was an attempt at a Pathfinder campaign, and school got in the way. I have never been a DM before or since. I have been part of like maybe like 4 attempts at D&D of non-D&D modules. But yeah, no, I've never actually really gotten into the tabletop RPGs. Which is why like I've never played a game like Baldur's Gate, because I don't know enough about it that I don't know if I would enjoy it.
There's an alien tabletop game that I think you would really like.
I am aware that I actually saw it at
Funny enough, I brought it up to Rumbled about making one because I've done 2 of them, and they are quite fun. I think you would enjoy it. And I was thinking about maybe hosting it.
I saw it at I think it was Dragon Con.
They're quite expensive.
Yeah, well, and especially with the contacts made it insane. I think the rule book was going for like 250.
Yeah,
At Dragon
but
Con. I was
the
like,
rule book is used for, I believe the rule book is used for all 4, I believe it's 4 now, 4 games. But they are quite great. I played, like I said, I played 2 out of, I think there's 3 or 4 now. And is truly amazing. And like depending on what people you have, of course, they could definitely make or break the session. So I do think you should give it at least a shot.
I'm not opposed to trying again. It's just been tough because the big issue, at least in school, was just schoolwork. But at this point, it's
For
like
sure.
I'm constantly busy with work and constantly at this point moving. It's just
Yeah.
I feel like I never have the time to do much.
Yeah, no, totally understandable.
Virgil, enjoy your instant ramen. Oh, that makes sense, Mary. You're a professional video gamer yourself.
Yeah, your world building is insane. I'm gonna have to take some lessons from you on this stuff because
Yeah.
holy moly.
You still have yet to explain everything about it to me.
Yeah, I enjoy world building. I don't know. For me, it's a stress relief. As some of you are aware, I was in the process of like making a whole language even. Yes,
You're
another
not anymore?
spreadsheet.
Is that what those emotes in the server are about?
Yeah, all those random emotes that are in my server, that are just like basically look like runes. Yeah, that's the alphabet. I'm still trying to figure out how to make Google Sheets accept custom fonts, which, fun fact, it does not. So I've been trying to figure out how can I do it as images. And so
Certified Google Sheets warrior over here.
Mm-hmm.
literally, so
spreadsheets are probably your thing, huh?
yeah. Ignore this dialects thing that's here in the corner. This is being overthrown, and yes, I'm gonna use it like that as the term.
Only sheets I'm spreading are my bed sheets when I'm having to make my bed.
So that whole dialects thing is being overwritten for this. Yes, this is much more complicated. Basically, you've got proto languages all the way up here at the top, hence the proto L5 group, whatever. And then each of these lower boxes are different language groups. And
So lost.
yeah, the easiest thing, start here, 10,000 plus years ago. It doesn't matter how old these things are, they're just old. That's all you need to know. And then the arrows just simply represent mutations of the language. So going from proto language group 1, it comes down, it splits into in the L1 language group. You've got L11 and L12. They don't have names yet. I'm still figuring it out. Nice, Mocha. Yeah, I love making spreadsheets that does all the hard work. I can fix them. Oh no. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, like as you follow along with all of these random paths, it basically just shows like here L1 mutated over here into L21, which was, a crossover of L211 and L11. Any of these that are like gradient colors represent it's supposed to be an active language. Anything that is a solid color means it is a dead language. So like L11 is the oldest language that is still currently spoken, followed closely behind by L53 and L34. in that order. They're vaguely, I vaguely tried to make them fit in a time frame, but you'll have like these two that are like right next to each other, and that's just because I didn't make the box big enough to really make them move. But it's besides the point. But so I was in the process of making a language which I called Asnian. It was supposed to be a language for my world-built moth people, Koyans, which, fun, on-stream only fact for all of you folks. Koi, K-O-I, while also being a fish, is the Estonian word for moth. So yes, by all definitions, a Koyan is just a mothin.
That's really cool.
It
reminds me of how I learned the fact about how werewolf it actually means man wolf, because were used to being man in Old English, or man person in Old English, and it just kind of held over.
Yeah, but so at least, you know, regarding that, so this page here is just telling you all of my rules. It started out very simple. I wanted to keep it human based, this way I could speak it. I tried to I tried to add in trill sounds. However, I realized I suck at trilling, and so it's mostly just been clicks and squeaks is what I've added. I won't go into full detail of all these rules. Basically, rule 4 here is just simply saying, in order to make a syllable, you will have a vowel in the middle, and it will be followed by one. It could be followed by one or two onsets. It could be followed by one or two codas, and it could be followed by what is called the squeaks. These onset rules need to change because all of at least these two actually are allowed. I have since changed that rule. This one's fine as is. Nucleus, being the vowel, is saying that it's all vowel sounds, all diphthongs, and M, N, L, and R, similar to English. These three are never allowed to come together, so if you had a syllable that ended with hua, the next word would not begin with, or the next syllable would not begin with hua. So you would not have two huas next to each other, that kind of thing. And so these here are just simply saying, oh, these are what are allowed in the list of each. Again, this whole thing's being reworked for that massive this. Hua hua. Wheat. Cool whip. You know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, the big issue, the main thing that I had with this was, so Asnian was, I was creating it in a vacuum. I still am creating it in a vacuum. And it just feels like it's lacking, because, you know, languages aren't made in a vacuum in real life. They form, they have their reasons, they conglomerate with other languages, that sort of stuff. But so I came over here and decided I'm going to make all these proto languages and work my way down. However, I just noticed that there's another ad. I'm just gonna throw a 1 minute ad up on the screen, because I'm not gonna make you guys wait 3 minutes.
I feel like the drawing is just not gonna happen today.
The drawing's not gonna happen today. It might be a later down the road after my next trip.
Was it me? Did I spiral the stream?
No, it's
I forgot,
literally
I can't
every
I was
time.
the one that asked the question.
Multiple people have asked before even you had hopped in here. Literally every time I went off on a tangent to explain this thing.
Oh my goodness gracious! It's like my artist. It's like my artist spread the moth tangent.
Yeah, no, I have gone on so many tangents that, like, no, you are not responsible for the fact that there's no drawing happening. There will be drawing at some point. I guess it's a good thing I listed this as just chatting and not as art. Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, bless you, bless you. Oh,
Ad should be over. Yes, it is over. Raven, Mary says blesh.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
No, you're good.
That's a bit my tongue.
Ooh, ow. Go drink some water.
Is that just a qualm for to make you drink water?
Go drink water.
Mm.
But yeah, no. So I was making this thing in a vacuum. I really hated it. Yeah, Olivia has now demanded that we hydrate and stretch.
AKA you.
Hey, you guys are in this voice call too. You guys also gotta hydrate. I'm pushing it on to you guys too.
I didn't
No,
say
Olivia, you also gotta hydrate since you're sitting in here.
well,
Watch her leave.
I
in
drank
three,
my hydration.
2,
However, I do have
1.
applesauce. Ow.
Applesauce.
My sneezes? What's wrong with my sneezes?
Sneezes are adorable.
Oh. I don't think. Thank you.
My question is, are they the kind that are strong enough that makes you feel pain, or are they just sneezes?
I mean, they didn't hurt. The only thing that hurt was when I bit my tongue. That's about it.
Oof. Yeah, no, that's fair. No, I have the kinds of sneezes that are not only powerful sounding, they hurt me.
Does it make you just like bend forward? You just hit your head on stuff?
No. I sneeze and I feel pain in my chest.
Ooh.
I sneeze so hard I hurt.
Actually, people could die from a sneeze. It's happened before.
Yeah. Fair enough. Makes sense, actually. I mean, if your body didn't, funny fact, that's a fun fact. If your body didn't automatically close your eyes when you sneezed, you would be popping your eyeballs out of their sockets like instantly through the sheer force of your sneeze. Even the lightest sneezes can pop your eyeballs out of their sockets if your eyes didn't close when you sneeze.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yep.
I should try that.
Also, the brain's default is yes for hiccuping.
What do you mean?
So the hiccup response actually is turned off by our brains, but it's actually a yes by default, meaning because of leftover dumb fish brain things.
You know what's funny? Every time that
Virgil,
to
go
stop
hydrate.
hiccups, every time, I have to say out loud with confidence, "I am not a fish," and it stops my hiccups. And it's worked for other people. I'm being dead serious. It works.
I do not blame you,
say
Mary.
it.
I do not blame you.
But yes, you should say out loud
As
with
extra kind of
confidence.
knowledge she sneezes. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Mary, to drop that fact on you, but that one's been cursed with me for years now.
Horror movie fact of the day.
I could have swore
have
they
another
did
one
an
for
episode of
everyone.
Mythbusters on it, but I don't know, and I am hesitant to look that up on stream.
Let me put it this way: if they
Yeah, I
did,
can
they
look
did
it
not
up.
show the results because, seriously, who wants to see someone's eye pop out?
I put Meth Busters. Myth.
Mythbusters. Ah, yes.
That's just Breaking Bad. That's just Breaking Bad.
Mythbusters. So
White.
that's the Georgia version.
Oh my god. Is it because
My goodness.
you were just in
Yeah,
Georgia?
because I was just
They're
in Georgia.
either-
Yes. That is
they're
why.
either-
That's why I bashed Georgia.
You don't like
eyes
Georgia,
popping.
do you?
It's fine enough. I mean, I used to live in the South. I, in fact, used to live in Alabama. I went to school at the University of Alabama. Hey, fun
I'm
fact
so
about me.
sorry.
They did do a Mythbusters episode on that. You're right. Let me find the results. Sorry.
No, you're
I am
good.
so sorry.
No, yeah, it was Roll Eagle.
I mean, the
it's-
Atlanta
it's
area
Roll
is
Tide.
a giant joke because of one invasion. So everything about it is just like to prevent Sherman from ever doing it again. Like he's gonna come back from the dead and and roll over Atlanta all over again.
Well, we don't have to worry about Sherman doing it because I will be the one doing it.
Let's
Mhm.
go.
Wartide. Man, Barry has just made enemies on both sides of the spectrum. Yeah, no,
Vortex.
yeah, I went to school in Alabama, so
Okay, yeah,
I'm
no,
used to the
so
South.
it's
I hate the
busted.
South.
Apparently that myth
No,
is busted.
I
That does not. It does
can't
not
blame
make your
you.
eyes bulge out.
Oh, there's a lightning
Okay.
strike within 10 miles.
Fun fact.
Agent of
Agent of
Chaos.
Chaos.
Very absolute Agent of Chaos.
Have a
Yeah.
good one, Mocha. Enjoy your sleep.
Say son's hella funeral.
I will. I'll give you 16 minutes. How about that?
16-minute time, and then we get off.
No, before he holds his funeral.
Oh, great, even better.
Dearly beloved, we are here today to honor the passing of Mocha.
Rip.
Mocha has fallen asleep in bed and is still asleep. You might be able to attend. I think, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. It's the beginning of a wedding, not a funeral.
It's both.
Okay.
It's a bit of both. It really depends on the context. It depends on the context. However, also the tone of voice can also imply what it is.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today for Mocha's funeral. There you go.
See, you have the ASMR voice.
Absolutely. Oh yes, ASMR voice.
Isn't that a Kingdom Hearts song?
Which one?
I assume they're
Dearly
talking about the music
Beloved?
in the background.
Oh.
No, this is Nobody by Infraction.
I will be right back.
Have fun.
Okay.
Actually, here I will share the I could probably share the YouTube link in chat. I'm sure Twitch will not have a panic attack over that.
And then Twitch is like, "Are you sure about that?" Streamer proceeds to just go flails in machine.
Oh, dearly beloved. No, I think that's just general terminology. Actually, I apologize. I don't know. Okay. I don't know if it's actually a song in Kingdom Hearts. Yes, I do. So I use in audio by Infraction, which when you had first joined in is what I was using it direct from their website. But the fact that every 10 seconds they had to say in audio in the background, I was just like, okay, I'm not listening to this. So I went over to their YouTube channel and just pulled it up because it doesn't have that watermark in it. But it's like, I paid for the license. I don't know why. Yes, I can. Just your name, right? Let's see here. That might not be correct. Let's see here. It is indeed a Dearly Beloved song. Or it is a Kingdom Hearts song. I'm assuming if I play this, it's going to
Copyright.
yeah, it's probably going to copyright this.
You're gonna get copyrighted right immediately.
Okay,
'Cause
never
Kingdom-
mind. I thought I had to do something. I guess not.
Oh, welcome back.
Thank you.
But
yeah.
yes. Mocha, you enjoy your sleep, unless you wish to continue hearing about me ramble about languages. Because
I can do this all day.
yeah, if anyone's ever seen an IPA chart, this is an IPA chart. It has sounds in it. Yes, I really like this one, IPAchart.com, because it has sounds for everything.
International Phonetic Alphabet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sleep well, Mocha. And yes, no stream tomorrow, but there will be a stream on Tuesday. We will be streaming some Repo.
Oh yeah.
And then no stream Wednesday, and definitely no stream just no stream the rest of the week, not until probably next Sunday, because Thursday through Saturday I will once again be on travel looking for new apartments.
Yippee.
Since yay, moving states again.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you had already found a place.
No,
No,
not yet.
That sucks.
so I lived where I am moving before, so like I know of a place, and I probably might. It is indeed a moth stream, and it is very much not what it says on the title. We said it would be art. It is not art. It is in fact spreadsheets.
Of course.
It is very difficult.
It is.
That is primarily what tomorrow is gonna be, is trying to make sure my list is set up so way, because I show up there at 10, like just after 10 o'clock at night. I have all of Friday to go looking, and maybe if I'm lucky I could fit in one place Saturday morning before my flight out. I definitely didn't give myself a lot of time, but I tried to minimize my impact of PTO, since beginning of July I will once again be going on vacation to a con.
Yes.
Ron?
Yes, if there will be people there at Denver Con, I will be around.
Last con I was at was SumiCon in Vegas last year.
Vegas is very. I've always wanted to check out the cons in Vegas.
SumiCon is very nice. It is an 18+ anime convention.
Ah,
Well, luckily I'm over.
Well, of course. But I just say that, because they're not always for everybody.
This is very, very fair.
yeah, I've been to a couple cons. None of them like explicitly 18+. Kamicon in Birmingham, Dragon Con in
to-
Atlanta,
Oh God, what did they call it here?
Fan Expo in Salt Lake.
WizardCon. Fan Expo here.
I went to
Comic-Con when that was a thing.
And before SumiCon, I went to a convention that is here in Texas called Weebstop. Yes, another anime convention. I actually cosplayed at SumiCon. It was pretty cool.
I
It was
used to
a budget
cosplay at Comic-Con, and I used to do Mono Bear.
That's totally fair,
Something like
Elias.
that.
Cons are not always for everyone.
I love them though. I think they're pretty fun, pretty cool.
I enjoy them. I could definitely see if if my social battery is very low, it will definitely have issues at a con. But normally I am lucky that if it's a multi-day con, it's typically not until like the end of it that I start feeling that. Yeah, that's fair.
I actually went to the first party I ever went to. I ever been to, on like the final night of SumiCon. It was quite fun.
I remember my dad would take like all of us to Comic-Con every year here in Ohio, and I remember like we were super into Doctor Who, and I met the 5th Doctor when I was like 13, and I like had like a whole fangirl experience about it. It was great.
Elias, speaking of that swimsuit body, I wish I looked like Luca. I wish I was this lean.
You were.
I also wish my hair would actually look that nice. Instead, my hair is so curly it just becomes an afro.
Curls are nice.
I bet you. Let me put it this way. I bet you look really nice. I mean, you've probably seen what
I
I
am
look like.
about as
Yeah,
average as I get.
my-
Shut up. I will
Shush.
beat you up.
Yeah. I'll bury you in floof.
You know, well, you know, to be fair, I wish I looked like Luca such that I had 4 arms and wings and could really be floofy. But
That
you know,
too. I
can't
agree.
can't do that.
Can't do that, but you know, like I bet you look great. Obviously, I have proof of myself on my server, so
Yes, I have indeed seen it. And you do look
I don't
great.
look quite. Thank you. I don't look quite as good as I'd hope, as I want to. The tummy area has been a point of contention for me. I can't figure out how to get it any smaller, but also I don't think I can because of my weird rib cage shape. Mine juts out in like a very weird fashion.
I think
Why-
that all
Wavy
bodies
slash
are
floofy hair
beautiful.
gang.
I
Thank
think that
you.
all bodies are beautiful, and I think that you are probably. I haven't seen you, but I bet you are a beautiful person.
Look, if you ever do join, you just have to select one specific role, and you'll be able to see.
I know. I saw the invite, and thank you. I gotta. I will accept.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I
No,
know.
thank you.
I just say there is a specific role that you in the server you have to choose
Oh?
to see the photos I'm talking about.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The what's it called? I was about to
Roll
speak.
and
I was about to speak, and that one brain cell was like, "Oh, we're not talking about galaxies." Shutting off for a moment.
So true though.
Relatable.
So true though. No, it's the 18 plus
The
role.
ADHD.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Fair
so
But not that spicy. Just that were too spicy to put in like a regular selfies channel.
Huh?
But-
Was the outfit I was
Okay.
wearing.
yeah,
I got you.
you may have noticed from the rules I said trills. There's no trills here. These things not real. Very much made them up. So tried to at least make it kind of mothy because I figure moths would probably speak with their wings, right? Garkle, Mary, do you guys agree?
Yeah, moths would probably speak through their wings a little bit.
Like I wasn't quite sure how to do like multiple sounds for wings, so I just went with a single flapping sound, and so this counts as a squeak. I also included clicks because I like the sound of clicks in a language, and then squeaks because I'm sure all of the fellow moths here have seen videos of Death's Head hawk moths squeaking.
Yes.
Thank you, Mary.
Like the most vocal moths too, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. Like a lot of the hawk moths are able to squeak, but like the Death's Head is just like exceptionally squeaky. And oh my god, I would love to have one as a pet.
I know, right? Cool skull head on the back, pretty moth.
Yeah.
Squeaky.
Squeaky.
Such
Um,
a baby.
And so
Yes.
I included a range of squeaks. You've got high pitched, a center pitch, a low pitch, and then what I called the grovel squeak, which is more so just kind of a sound.
Yeah.
And then you got all your vowels, so on and so forth. Diphthongs, I, oi, ow, and er.
Yeah.
As for we're gonna ignore this one. This was just me trying to figure out what vowels or what consonants sound good together. This way it could make a gigantic phonetic library. This is every possible sound combination from this language that vaguely follows the rules. There's a couple of additional ones. Oh, we've been in an ad break this time. What? I am so sorry, everyone.
But the ad in progress thing wasn't playing.
It wasn't playing. It just said, "Oh, it the ad in progress will end in 10 seconds. I never even saw it pop up that it was gonna play one.
I'm not even in it. I just now got the ad. What? That was 5 seconds of ad from. What?
What?
I don't.
And it bit crunched your stream for a
Oh
moment. There we go.
no.
It's back. There we go. It's back. I was like, I'm like, oh no.
That's
Bit
very
crunched
interesting.
moth.
Big crushed moth.
So
Yeah.
crunchy. Crunch,
Crunchy.
crunch.
Oh.
They really
Yeah,
are,
like,
Mary.
yeah.
I don't get them.
Rip the art stream.
Rip the art stream.
With the art stream, rip the art stream when everything else started happening.
I know. I feel like it went off like a tangent of space, and now to your world building.
Yeah, I
The
apologize,
tangents-
everyone.
The tangents spawned tangents, which spawned more tangents.
No. it's
Welcome
good.
to ADHD hyperfixations.
As me and my friend group like to call it, we call it spider webbing.
Ah, yes. Very much.
That's the most accurate thing I've ever heard.
But yeah, here's like the proper alphabet, very quick and easy. This is the order that I gave it. Here you can see how many times it occurs in the language. This is obviously the most common sound so far, because we are talking about there are 739 total words in the lexicon so far that I've made, and this happens in 420 of them. So some words it might happen more than once. So there is that. And also tells you how many times things start. Obviously, all of these ones down here in purple can never start because they are vowel ending sounds, or not vowel ending, syllable ending sound. I'm hoping the ads are over. I realized I
They
started
are.
talking and didn't.
They're over.
They are.
Okay.
No, you're good.
I need to help. You need to introduce you to Saribot soon.
Yeah, I'll figure all that out.
Yeah.
It's actually really easy.
But here's I'll give everyone a taste of one word. The word for air is gale.
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 Gale?
Gale.
Gale.
You know, like a
Gale.
gale of a good gale of wind.
G-A-L?
Yeah.
So
Gale
it's
force winds.
yeah, gale force winds.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That kind of gale. It's just that it's spelled, well, here it's G-E-L, but that's because since in the phonetic alphabet, a right side up E is pronounced as A-A-Y. Here I try to show like pronunciations of everything. Verb conjugation, which I wasn't the biggest fan of, so I started doing it again. Still working on that. Pronouns, if anyone cares for that. There are, within the Koyans, there are 6 distinct sexes, and thus that is why you see there are 6 things here. Hello, Foxy. Welcome in. Welcome back. I apologize. You have joined in on me info dumping world building.
World building.
World building. But yeah, so the way this works, obviously first person, you know, I, we, that kind of stuff, which is actually, funnily enough, how these two are pronounced. This is I, this is we, or it's technically we. Yeah, we. Fair enough, Foxy. Hope you enjoy the lurk. But yeah, then you've got like second person. This would be your you formal, you plural, as in all of you. Singular. This would be like he, she, it. However, you've got these are the he's, these are the she's. You've got and I'm gonna butcher this word. I can never pronounce it. Androgenic.
Androgenic.
basically, it's used for if you do not know the gender of whatever you are speaking about. Neuter is specifically for inanimate objects such as planets or rocks. And then ethereal is specifically for concepts. It is also the dummy pronoun, like how in English we will say, you know, it is raining. Well, what is it? It really doesn't mean anything. It's just it is raining. And you can kind of maybe correlate it to the weather, but if I just said it is raining, I never said the weather. It's just it's raining. That's what a dummy verb is for, or dummy pronoun. Then you got plural forms, informal and formal. And then generic, which is basically like saying one must do this, one must do that, oneself. This is in fact the Asnian word for one, which is auno. Interrogative, basically this is like why, who, where, those kinds of words. Same with the relatives. Reciprocal, one another, or such like that.
Yeah.
I gotta remember how these ones form.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm getting very tired. I'm going to go to bed.
Yes, fair enough. You have a good night.
Good night.
I
Good night,
am
Charcoal.
going to. Yeah. Good night, Raven.
It was so nice to meet you.
It's lovely meeting you. Hope we get to talk more and hang out more soon.
Of course.
Hello,
I'll be
Alex. Welcome in.
looking for supports.
I apologize. Yeah, the Lark command I don't think really does much at this time.
Doesn't matter. Still doing it.
Fair. I will.
Sleep
I
well.
shall learn. Yes. Sleep well, Charcoal.
Yeah, thank you. I shall. I shall. I mean, if I assuming I sleep as much as my body, if I just let my body sleep, I will probably sleep a lot and probably wake up fine.
Mhm.
Fair.
Oh, my sleep
Yes.
schedule's borked all to heck, but that's beside the point.
Yes,
Or-
considering you're going to bed at I believe you're an hour ahead of me. It's 3 o'clock for you.
4 o'clock for... No. Wait. You're
Charcoal.
central.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm bad at time zones.
Yes, it's 3 o'clock for me.
Well,
I don't know when how it got to 3 o'clock, but it got to 3 o'clock. So yeah.
Yeah, go sleep. Go sleep.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao. Hey.
Yes. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of language stuff. I do a lot of world building. Let's summarize that whole tangent. I don't even remember why we were on that tangent. I apologize profusely.
I think we were just talking about languages, and you started talking about your languages and how world building around that works.
That might very well be what
Hi,
happened.
Olivia. Yes.
Oh, bye, Olivia. Have a good one. So if we real quick do that and into here, wimps, and there we go, 2-bar spiral,
Beauty.
or not a bar spiral, 2-armed spiral. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, Mary's right. You shouldn't be apologizing for sharing things you're passionate about.
I just really enjoy sharing the
We
world
all-
building.
We all love to hear it.
I at work, a coworker and I were talking about it, and because he had asked me, and he made the unfortunate situation of asking me, and we end up spending like an hour and a half talking about it and getting 0 work done. And I feel.
I mean, there's nothing unfortunate about that, especially if they're interested. Because, I mean, your world building is very interesting.
Sorry, it was real quick taking a drink.
No, you're good.
What is going to be the best way to do
I want blue.
3? And now everyone gets to see how terrible I am at keeping this thing organized when I just make 10,000 gajillion layers. It's similar to my situation of constantly having 10,000 tabs open at all times for
I was
all
gonna
that
say,
wobbling.
I was actually quite proud of you for not having as many tabs open.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of tabs open. They're just hidden.
Oh my god, love, why?
Because in fact, if we that's how many windows I've got open,
Oh my god, why?
and each has got tabs.
I'm gonna yell at you for that later.
I like having my information. Is that such a bad thing?
No.
Well, we're doing with square roots here, so we need.
Yes, agreed. Oh, you know what? Speaking of subscribing, I forgot to subscribe to you, so I apologize.
Oh, you're fine. You don't feel obligated to subscribe. It's
Oh,
totally
shush you.
okay.
Shush you.
It was at 446.
Beep beep.
Thank you, Raven.
Zero just subscribed.
Hey, if anyone ever needs world building help when it comes to trains, I'm your guy. I know anything and everything you could ever
Trains.
want, as well as space.
Trains. Of
Trains.
course. Also, hi Alex. How are you, my dear?
Wimps. There we go. 3 spirals. That actually turned out much better than I expected.
The art stream is back.
The art stream is back.
You've been streaming for 3 hours. My goodness.
I've been streaming for 3 hours, and we have done a grand total of maybe 15 minutes of art.
Jesus.
Yeah, 3 hours and 8 minutes. Interesting. That's how long we've been. Oh god, that's how long I've been streaming this, and I really have just been yapping everyone's ears off. I am so sorry, everyone.
Stop being sorry. We love to hear it. It's why we stayed around.
Gotta remember how many spirals do I allow people to have? World designer. It's on another tab. 6. I also include I also have a 1. That does happen. I gotta know how to figure out how to do that one. I am a professional yapper. I know, Mary. I know. Who would have thunk that that streamers would yap? This is definitely a first and one-time thing, and okay, in 4 seconds there's gonna be ads. Hold on, everyone. I apologize. We'll throw in a 1-minute break not to disturb stream too much.
Do they hear us when the ads are going?
I think they do. So anyone who is subscribed doesn't get ads, so I could continue yapping forever. But I think it depends on the ad. I think for some of the ads, they're just like a little banner that pops up, and so they can still hear me. It's just there's now a banner along the bottom. Other ones, it's like it will physically take over the screen and say, "Hey, you have erectile dysfunction."
Jesus. Oh, do you still want to play something later?
Yeah, I'm still down for that.
Sweet. When? Because I have dinner soon.
How soon?
Probably an hour or 2.
I guess then we probably should do it sooner rather than later.
Yeah, that's why I DM'd you, and I was like, I don't want to interrupt.
Fair. Let me real fast. I guess I'll do a 1 spiral just to see, and then I guess we can we can close up the stream, do some things. Look at you using the texting. I know I am using the texting that you taught me how to do. It works great. Let's see here. We will make this one ever so slightly longer, just because.
No, you are able to add color, yeah?
Yeah, I can add color whenever.
Oh, cool.
I was gonna do that towards the end because I was probably gonna figure out colorations later on, because since it is dependent upon your prominence.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, the ads are over. Yeah, the color of your galaxy is typically dependent upon your prominence. If you've got, for example, say K prominence, you're going to have a more orange colored galaxy, whereas if you have an A prominence, you're more likely to have a white/bluish white coloration. If you've got a starburst galaxy, which is a special type of galaxy, you're going to have a very vibrant blue because you're going to have a lot of younger, newer stars.
Oh,
So,
I see.
my plan was I was just going to get all these galaxies doodled up with yeah, it does work very well. I was going to get all these things just doodled up and just in black and white, and then at the end I was going to make colored versions of each.
Black and white and red all over.
But yeah, there's a single spiral, and it thankfully did not go off the page, so I'm gonna call that a win.
Hey, love to see it.
But
Oh, so hi, Elias. I
yes,
didn't
yes.
see you. How are you? Hello. You exist.
We like
I'm
when
glad
you
you
exist.
Yes. No, I know. I was just saying hello.
Yes, again, since I still don't have a bot, I am gonna real fast. Once again, shout out to all of everyone. Shout out to Elias. He's a wonderful streamer. As of late, he's been streaming Doom and Pacific Drive. And I believe yesterday I saw he was doing a test stream of Cult of the Lamb, so he's probably going to be doing Cult of the Lamb streaming soon. If you enjoy that kind of content, go and see him. Shout out to Mary Mello, wonderful Moss streamer, very beautiful. She's got amazing redeems such as tarot cards and such like that. She's a variety streamer. I've seen her do chill games, card games, Baldur's Gate, Vintage Story. One wonderful streamer. Go watch her. Go give her a follow. As everyone saw, Charcoal, who was here earlier, she is also a wonderful streamer. Does a lot of variety stuff. Just recently finished a Mothathon, Subathon. Definitely go give them all follows. Also to Mocha. Mocha's a wonderful caffeinated bean. They are also a variety streamer. Typically does long late night streams from what I have observed. They are currently asleep, so they don't hear this, but do give them a follow. And everyone just to poke some fun, go follow Alexu. Alexu doesn't stream, but go follow Alexu anyway. That's my mod. And previous roommate from college. G good bean. And also Mute Foxy, another good bean. They stream. They do not stream with voice. They typically tend to stream RPGs from what I've seen. Uh, that's why I was poking the fun, Alex. But yes, go follow Mute Foxy as well. They're a great bean, cool art, like their stuff. Yeah. I guess with that, oh, and also everyone, don't forget. I don't know why I just did hand motions. It's not like anyone can see me. But Raven
Italian.
here. Yeah, I am Italian. Raven here. She's also wonderful. She does not stream, but she is Ashro0. She will be on stream every now and again. You will be here for Repo on Tuesday, right?
Yes, I will.
Yes. Charcoal was also planning to be there. I believe Rowan was planning to be there. Shade Exotic will be there. Oh, well, hello, Nexus. Nexus will also be there. Imposta will be there.
Wait, where will I be?
Repo on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
You hopped in just as I was prepping to close the stream. So real quick, everyone, shout out to Nexus. He's recently gotten into streaming. He's been streaming a lot of V Rising. What was the other game that you ended up streaming the other day?
I was streaming Dead Space, the
Dead
remake.
Space. Yes. Go show your love and support to Nexus. He's good bean. He has been in many streams before. He's been part of a lot of the Helldivers streams, a lot of the Repo streams. Go follow him. Go show him your support.
Yes, I was the one that Moth had shot in that one clip.
Yes, in that one Repo clip that where
you shoot somebody. That was me. I was the one who exploded.
Well, Elias, we are streaming on Tuesday, 7 Mountain, 9 Eastern. If you are not dying of your sickness and wish to join, we do have that modded, that tiny mod list that just adds in the ability to have more people. So we currently have 7 people signed up. So we can always take an 8th. That's no biggie. Anything over 10 tends to get a little way too much, but we can function with 8. If you can, great. If not, do what you must, Alex. I totally understand. That's totally fair, Elias. Hopefully after the move, I'll be able to get to more streams. Just as of right now, it's going to be a lot more infrequent for the next couple of weeks, just since I gotta deal with this whole packing and moving thing.
Oh yeah, that's right, you're moving soon.
Yeah. Sounds good, Elias. I will remind you. Yes, I guess we'll close up shop here. I will maybe, no guarantees, but maybe I might try and do this again next Sunday. And hopefully I get a little bit more of the actual art done and less of me yapping the world off. I will also come prepared with Pocket Moth picture, so this way everyone who hasn't seen it before gets to see it. But yes, with that, we shall close up shop. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you Dexus and Raven for hopping in on call. Also special shout out to Darkle and Olivia, who have since left but were also part of the call. Thank you everyone for joining in. Mocha, I know you don't hear this, but thank you for the raid. Thank you everyone who came in with the raid and stuck around. And even for those who didn't stick around, hope you enjoyed what little you did see, or little or much of that you saw. Thank you everyone for all the hydrations. Special shout out to everyone who subscribed and gave bits. Thank you so much. And yeah, I hope you all have a good night. Go get some yummy food, get some hydration, go stretch. Thank you, Nexus. I will hydrate. But yes, everyone, you guys all have a good one. And this is Luca over and out.
Very cute.